We're
Okay.
Filipinos. We're basically
Yeah,
superstition is
that's
just
true.
reality.
We're always.
It's just happening around us.
Yeah, that's true.
So hello. Anyway, let's go back to the intros. I am the Buko Man, and you are here watching us play Shadowrun set in Manila 2018. And I'm sure you remember the other players who's above me right now. Let's check each of them out. We will start with left to right. We'll start with Karlen. Let's talk about your character and who you are.
Hi, my name is Karlen, and my character is Pixie Villahermosa, a very chaotic elf who just likes to F things up.
Cool. Uh, Wait, I'm not yet used to my new setup. I fixed my desk a little bit, but now I have no idea where to put my coffee. So yes,
Your coffee has a place of honor.
yes. Now it is dangerously close to my laptop. So let's hope it doesn't fuck up, right? And there's our first curse of the day. Thank you for that introduction, Carl. And let's go to Anne for Renegade.
Hi, my name is Anne. I am just a general hype person on Twitter where I like to yell about TTRPGs, and while I'm planning my own streaming channels and crying a little bit on the inside. My character is Renegade. She likes to, let's just say she likes to solve problems in the Matrix and hack things. Yeah, that's what she does. She solves problems on the Matrix.
The Matrix. We actually have a Matrix view now. I'm gonna preview it a little bit. It's nothing special, but there's gonna be moments kasi when we are going to be on hacking mode, and it's gonna be me as well as Renegade or
Hey,
Anne,
that's me!
yeah, who is going to be doing most of the talking. And while we're doing that, the other players can actually go on break.
I love that. Ready, on standby, press control, alt destroy. I love that.
So that works out for us, right? We'll see if it will come into play today. I don't think it will, but it's ready just in case we get into hacker mode. So let's go next to Karlos. Let's talk about Anino.
Hello, I'm Carl. I play Anino, combat specialist, small ninja, 7-Eleven wage slave.
We still don't know how you ended up in 7-Eleven of all places, but I guess we'll find that out as the story progresses, right?
Yeah. I was actually writing something about it. Just didn't have the time to post it yet, but I'll finish it today.
Sure. No pressure at all. New Basor. Okay. Anne is right on it. Let's go to TJ for Django.
Yeah. Hello, I'm TK. I'm playing as Django, a modern day summoner, accompanied by two air spirits, Habagat and Amihan. And Nubasor, no, Dukot and Dugo is different. Dugo is blood. Yeah. Dukot is something not safe for stream. People may misunderstood.
Well, it depends.
Rukot
If
is
you're
the
Amanda
grab.
Rukot, you're just
Yeah.
a snatcher, a thief. So
Yeah.
that can
Oh,
Snatch
yeah,
or to
snatcher.
grab.
Snatch.
The implications are what's problematic.
So
You can
there.
just give them, the non-problematic definition, because it exists. I found it.
So that is everyone. We are also talking about the islands of Sinauna, which I worked on as a researcher, one of the primary researchers, and as a writer. Not sure if you know that about me, but it's finally out. The hardbound book is here, and it looks like a thick boy. And I'm quite excited about that. I know that is a D&D thing, but I feel like RPGs just intertwine with each other, really. So,
I mean, you do have that show on this channel when we're not here. That is
Yes.
D&D, so still relevant.
Aninag is our Taglish Sina Una stream that will happen on the Saturdays where we are not running Shadowrun. Why I decided to run 2 games, beyond me. It's causing me to lose some sleep. But I'm having fun with it. So we will continue doing that. So where did we leave the party? Last time we left them, I think you just were just about to leave Divisoria, right?
Yep.
Divisoria is a market quarter here in Manila. And they just figured out that the CD that they have is an unedited, original Britney Spears CD. So it's worth quite a lot. It's worth about 1,000 new yen on the market. But more importantly, though, this is not the CD with the encrypted information that you are looking for. So now you also am aware that you are going to you're going to meet with your Mr. Johnson in an office in BGC called Marajo Tower. And you know that the orcs that you have run afoul of are also waiting for you there. Probably before you get there, because they might want to ambush you and give the CD to Mr. Johnson themselves. Given that, what's your plan?
But wait, didn't we figure out that they don't have the CD? The CD is with Manong Gardo, right?
Most likely, yeah.
And do we know if they know that, or they just think that they
You don't
have
know
one?
if they know that.
They probably don't. I'm thinking they probably don't know it.
So what do? We grab the CD from Manong Gardo?
Thank you, Nubasor, for the subscription. Yay. Well, so I guess one idea is to go to Manong Gardo all the way in Ortigas, in the Ortigas archaeology, and try to extract the CD from him. You did call him earlier, right?
Yeah, we did.
So you know exactly where he is. He is in...
And Django made sure that, was it Bob, right?
Yep. Well,
The-
Robert.
Robert,
Yeah.
Robert Ong the Third.
yeah, to get him to
Totally not Bob Ong. So
Yeah. We made sure that he would put Manong Gardo somewhere safe. Hopefully.
So do we go to Manong Gardo?
yeah, we can.
Or we can just Lala move the CD. Tell Manong Gardo to Lala move the CD here in Divisoria.
You could. There is a risk there because
I was thinking that too.
That is such a typical Pinoy solution. Let's Lala move
Manong
this
Gardo,
shit.
can you just Lala move the CD?
We'll transfer the payment.
you
No,
can
just have the
wire.
payment on delivery.
You can wire.
What is it?
New Yen.
New Yen on delivery.
The payment, it's going to be an exchange because I told him to sell the CD, right? Because it's
Oh, you
going
told
to
him
sell.
that
That
what you
I
call
was
it? You'll
going
replace
to
it.
replace it with like 2 NSYNC CDs instead.
Okay, so
Which
I
you
think
have.
let's just go to the Sherlock call.
Unfortunately, NSYNC is not as timeless as Britney Spears,
I know.
apparently. So
Why?
it's probably worthless.
Give him.
Yeah,
Bye, bye, bye.
that's why I'm giving him like 2.
Just give him.
Dun, dun, dun.
So do we go?
Yeah. A quick question that I want to ask is, how are you moving from Divisoria to Ortigas? That's quite a distance. So.
LRT MRT. No?
To be
It's
fair,
still
You've
working,
seen-
right?
It should be.
The trains are still
the
working.
LRT still works. The MRT is a little is broken down. It only goes to Shaw this time from
Hey, that's
from
fine.
Taft because the rest of, well, a big chunk of it was dropped with the sinkhole in what used to be Mega Mall.
Oh,
So
you have to walk from Shaw to
so that
Meralco
part
Avenue.
just vanished.
It's not that far.
Yo, you guys have seen Tresse. You know what happens in the LRT.
But yeah, you could get all the way to Shaw, and then from Shaw you could figure out your way from there.
Yeah,
Let's do that.
let's do that.
I want to see on a meta level. I want to see what MRT is like in this year.
Or do
MRT
you,
LRT.
do you wanna drop your briefs first?
No,
Oh yeah, don't we have
Your
a
journals
bunch of
briefs.
equipment that at the Joy left us? Like, are we just carrying this shit?
It's a legit DVD player. It's old
Yeah, we
tech.
got some old school tech.
No one uses this anymore. But
Can
yeah, it's up to
can-
you what you want to do with it.
well, my place is not too far away, so can I just stash
Drop
it
it
before
over.
we
Yeah,
go?
yeah, we can do that.
Yeah, let's do that.
Let's go back.
So you go back to Malate, and then you stash the thing, and then
Yeah.
from Malate you could probably go to LRT1 or LRT2, and then from there you could go to Taft, or
LRT1.
alternatively you could take the MRT13
What?
and just go
It's
straight
not
to Shaw.
the NLEX SLEX connection.
Here's a question. Here's a legit question.
Mhm.
Not one of y'all put in money for a mode of
car.
transportation.
No.
Yo, I'm poor. My sin says I'm poor.
How much do we need?
I think a car is like around 20,000 new yen, right? Or something like that.
30?
30?
Which
20.
shouldn't be that expensive. Hold on. Because I have a scooter.
If I'm
Oh.
if
Unfortunately, I can
Yeah.
take everybody on my scooter. Um, but if you're looking at
Why-
cars,
why don't we just send the guy with the scooter to get the CD from Manong Gardo?
I could definitely do
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, actually. That
And
works.
you
And then
can
you could
defend yourself.
Yeah, no,
And
let's
then we're just
send.
we're going to like wait anxiously for you.
No,
Wait,
then we
no,
just
no,
go.
no. I
Yeah.
think what we can do is if he will be getting the CD, maybe we can prep up the place for the meeting later.
Yeah.
Just check.
No, but they're going.
Yeah. Or
What if they're already there?
Can someone
Yeah.
can someone go with an Anino?
Yeah, you can make angkas, right?
Yeah.
It's a small scooter. It's a what's the hold on.
Moped.
It's
It's
a
a
Dodge
moped.
Scoot. That's the actual name, a Dodge Scoot. So I'm not
No,
sure.
that's a one-person deal, right? Or like,
Exactly.
or do you like
so it's not
ride
even a
on the back?
motorbike, it's a literal scooter.
Is
It's a Dodge. This is what it looks like. Well,
Yeah, I just googled it. Yeah.
parang Vespa. Maliit.
Well, it's cute.
I can Google it.
Yeah, but-
can you remind me what do I
It
Google?
looks like a Vespa, like
A Vespa.
a moped.
Yeah, a
Like
moped, pretty much.
I see it now. Okay,
It's
I
cute.
see what you mean. Let me just show that real quick.
It's large enough for me. It's large enough for Anino. That's all he cares about.
Well,
I'm just
someone
imagining,
Small guy.
I'm just imagining the cybernetic street samurai. Well,
Yeah. on a
riding a
scoot.
moped.
yeah. Okay,
Oh, that's so
I can
cute.
dig this. But then again, you
So-
are a 5 foot tall street samurai, right? You're not
Exactly.
particularly tall, so it works
Yeah.
out. Okay, so yeah,
Heavy
he can't
though.
take anyone. He can't take anyone on this. I mean, he could,
No,
but
you-
it will
You
only
got a
slow down the
solo,
Yeah. Let's
an,
just
an, an solo adventure.
let's just check out the place in BGC. Prep it up for our meeting later. Make sure it's safe there.
Yeah, you guys can take the.
Do some
train.
recon thing.
I'll scoot over.
So
Okay.
instead, of going as a group to Ortigas, you will mostly go to BGC, and then only Anino will go to Ortigas, right? That's the current plan.
Yeah.
I could do that, yeah.
Okay.
He can get there faster and move faster by himself.
And I think
anyway.
from Malate to BGC is slightly more straightforward than
Yeah.
Mhm.
Ortigas. So we'll just assume that you took public transport, which is largely unchanged in 2018. It just so happens.
Oh,
that-
so it will take us 5 hours then.
Oh god. Is the traffic worse in 2080?
Yeah.
Yes. That's
God.
why I have a
Don't
scooter.
wait. Don't we have like flying cars by 2080? We don't.
The best we
Not
have
in this
is that
world.
some cars are now controlled by people called riggers, which means that they can jack their brains straight to their cars and have better control of them.
Wow, like Gundam.
Yeah. So that's the best you have. But in terms of the cars actually starting to fly, I don't think they've gotten there yet. You have drones that fly, but nothing that can transport people, as far as I understand it. Unless you took an actual chopper.
Aw.
Mm.
So,
Yeah,
would have
there's
been fun
a
if we
bit.
had those Doraemon like hats.
Doraemon hats.
Yeah, so I would like this thingy.
That's cool. So, I guess we can start with Anuno for now.
Alright. So I am headed out to meet Manong Gardo where again?
Okay,
And
Manong Gardo's new
Meralda.
job is with the power company.
Okay.
If I remember correctly, we named the power company as Shiralco.
Teralco. Yep.
It's because the old power company was acquired by Shiawase. So
Okay.
Shiawase is a Japanese company. It's one of the 10 megacorps, if I remember correctly. So Shiralco is a subsidiary of Shiawase.
Okay. So I assume I also have the CDs for trade.
Yes, I
Okay.
give you the CDs.
So you have two original NSYNC CDs.
Instinct CDs.
And actually, it's a good time to start to test rolling. I want you to roll a. Actually, I need to open. Apologies, I don't have Shadowrun mastered as much as D&D. So it will,
D&D.
in terms of the rules, it will take me a while to get to everyone. Django, you asked to share Albert. It is in the chat.
Yay.
So let's see. Let's see if I can
Oh, days.
remember how this works. We'll change our view for now. So what's our skills? What's a good skill for this? Where are skills in the character sheet again? It's it in the back?
Front page. I think.
It's not, no? Car create.
In the front,
There is
it's
some
on the
in the
side.
helper table.
Oh, there you go.
No, if you go on the front tab, there are skills on the side that you have points for, ranks for, on
Okay.
each of the character sheets. So yeah,
What am I
it
asking
also
you to do? I'm asking you to figure out how CDs work. So I think that is related to tech. What's a tech skill for that? Go to the front. I should be looking
Who's-
at Anne's
Electronics?
character sheet. Yeah, electronics. And
yeah.
I'm going to say intuition for this one. Can you, Carlos, roll me a intuition plus electronics PN3 roll?
To do what exactly? Sorry.
Okay. You're not familiar with CDs as a character.
Uh-huh.
You might be
Yeah.
familiar as a player. So basically, what I'm going to be giving you is some basic information on CDs that your character
okay.
would know.
Sure. So I don't have electronics, so I'm just going to be rolling my intuition then.
Yeah.
4, 5, 6. Oops. Nope.
Do you have any enhancements on your eyes?
Yes, I do.
Okay, you have a free edge point on this roll.
Free edge point. Okay. So one more die. So I got 2 successes.
2 successes. Okay, it's not quite 3. So I can give you some information. You know the basics of CDs in that the material behind seems to be important in terms of storing data, so you don't want to scratch that. Okay, but the front part, that's fair game.
Mhm.
So you probably want to touch it on that part, the one with the. There's a group of boys there. You're not sure
Sure.
why.
One with noodle hair.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, with some old fashions. And there's two CDs, and I believe when you got the CDs, Pixie, they were in a CD holder, right?
Yes.
So you don't have a separate case for them.
Yeah. We did get paper, did we?
Should have
Um,
some 7-Eleven tissues in my pocket. I'll just
Yeah.
wrap that in there
Just wrap it.
Okay.
and put it in my fluffy jacket.
Okay. Your tissue is actually made of as all things soy.
Sorry. Sure.
So it's
Okay.
been flattened into paper,
Uh,
and it's
Why
not
do
really
we have so
good.
much soy?
There's
easiest growing
That's the
material.
only thing that grows easy now. There was an environmental disaster that caused a lot of land to be resistant to crops. Somehow
Oh,
soy
not
is
even
the-
potato.
So we
Yeah,
don't
even
have
potato.
plastic?
Sorry.
Does anyone have like a plastic?
Oh, plastic is still commonplace.
Hey, maybe Anne has plastic at home. Before we send, like, just wrap
Look,
it.
it's a Pinoy house. There's probably plastic bags under the sink.
We just get plastic and wrap it in plastic instead.
Have some kind
So
of
bas-
container that could keep it safe.
Yeah.
So,
yeah,
I have
like
two
some
CDs wrapped
microwavable
in
or something around one. Take
tissues and plastic, and that's it.
Sure.
I'm really not going to be trying to bulk this up too much because I'm just keeping it in my jacket. I'm riding a scooter.
Mhm.
Don't want to be carrying a box.
You look
No,
like
no,
a
no,
Grab
like-
driver too.
Is there a driving skill?
Piloting, probably? Is
Sure,
is that
yeah.
a thing?
I think there is.
Did you take
Am I-
points in piloting if you're gonna drive?
No.
Yeah, no. Piloting, yeah, piloting is a skill.
Yeah, but is it that challenging to be riding from?
No, no.
Yeah.
I'm just ready in case something happens. Don't
Okay.
worry about me. I'm just asking around.
Yes.
This is not indicative of what's about to happen at all.
Surprise!
So it's piloting.
Because yeah. Because if all else fails, I'll probably just run, and running is faster for me. I'm betting.
Yeah, I don't think it's piloting. I think piloting is for aircraft and
There's a ground craft for piloting, so maybe
ground
that's-
craft.
Those are those are
Yeah,
cars.
That's an odd name for it, but okay, we'll go with that.
Ground craft.
Just in case it comes up. So you drive, sorry, you scoot. Is that the term? all the way to Ortigas, and like I said, Ortigas is now an archaeology. The area around where Mega Mall used to be. A sinkhole happened there around 2030, and everything just fell like a mile. It was a major incident that caused a lot of deaths. But Ortigas, the business center, has survived by being safely relocated. Like they actually uplifted the buildings themselves into the archaeology that is owned by As Technology right now. Yeah. As Technology is again one of the 10 megacorps. So you stare up as you're scooting towards it. You stare up. There are like ramps. Think of how there are ramps towards parking slots in SM. So think of that, except into an entire district. And
Noted.
there's like a guard there.
I could imagine like the airport
Yeah, something like that.
going up. That's just a whole different.
Bullets.
And then the archaeology itself has a large glass dome. And the glass dome is also like projecting advertisements.
Giant Jollibee advertisement in the sky.
It's like you're inside the Mall of Asia globe.
Yeah, you actually see a very attractive woman in her 40s in one of the advertisements. You recognize her; she's pretty popular. Her name is Sarah Gudicelli,
But
and
Okay.
she is promoting
How
she's
is she still in
promoting
her
the
40s?
chicken soy, 2-piece chicken soy.
Oh, it's an old commercial.
No, it's a new commercial. This is a random person called Sarah Gudicelli.
Oh,
Not that one.
Not that one. It's her granddaughter.
the third.
Who is
Nepotism.
also married to a Botticelli. Yeah.
Or she's not married yet. You never know.
She's not married. She never married.
Oh.
There was this whole hullabaloo. There was this whole hullabaloo with a guy, and then apparently that like scarred her for life, and she swore off marriage.
Noted.
From what you remember
Same.
from their sheets, at least. So anyway, you come up. There's an entrance fee for people with scooters. For 1 yen. Nothing
Okay.
too major. So you pay you flash your chip. You flash your cred stick rather, and they just deduct 1 yen from that. And then you could actually you have a limited license on some of the main roads. It more or less looks exactly like Ortigas if Ortigas was elevated 500 feet in the air and then a glass dome was erected on top of it, and then everything was cleaner. And if the rest of Manila basically is like Manila of 2021 except worse, the inside of Ortigas is like the inside of Ortigas except better. The air is cleaner. You can see that the trees are really full of life. Some of them actually have fruits on them. There's a big mango tree, and it actually has fruits. And from time to time, as you pass, a fruit would like fall straight onto your lap, and then there's like an advertisement there for chicken soy. The fruit
On the
itself is
fruit?
not real.
Nice.
You could eat it for basic nourishment. It tastes like cardboard, but you know.
Like,
Okay.
So
So-
you eventually arrive at the power building of Shiawase. And yeah. There seems to be tighter security here because it is owned by, from what you understand, one of the rich elven families.
Sige. Just going to look for parking for my scooter, and against my better judgment, leaving my katana tied to my scooter.
Okay.
It's in one of those cloths.
Looks like an umbrella.
It looks like an umbrella. So I just tied it there, and I'm just going to start looking for Manong Gardo walking around.
Okay. There's an old brutalist 1990s style to the building. Like polished concrete floor, large reception area, and then I guess think if you watch Loki, think TVA, kind of
Yeah.
like that. Like there's a large area, but you know that the actual working space is very like cramped.
Or parang insular building sa mga ating.
Yeah.
Okay.
So something like that, and then one thing you notice is that a bunch of the guards in the entrances are orcs, and it seems like. Can you roll me a perception, intuition? So intuition, perception roll.
Okay. Intuition and perception. That's an 8. Okay. Hold on. Two successes.
2 successes. Oh, you're always short of the target number. You can tell that the guards are doing a better job than normal, but you have not been able to intuit why that is. It's like they actually look at your bags with the sticks. They take some time with it. They give you like the traditional pat down check,
Okay.
things
Okay.
like that. Like,
Should I be feeling nervous at this point?
should you? Is there anything that you have that will trigger a guard?
Well, I'm cybernetically up to the wazoo, so I'm not sure. But anyway, so I'm covering it up with my.
That's probably why they're giving you more pat down than usual because you do look different. But
Yeah.
cybernetic enhancements are technically not illegal. So
Uh-huh. Sige lang.
mostly you're just getting the vibe that they're envious of your tech.
Uh, okay, noted. So I just do the T-pose while they pat me down and just wade through any type of security that they have.
Django, I want to ask what instructions you gave to Manong Gardo or to Robert.
Oh, I just instructed him to give him a job.
Okay.
Uh,
So no instructions on getting them to meet Anino, so right? So actually, Manong Gardo has no idea you're arriving, or he has an
I
idea.
think there are two conversations.
Yeah,
One with me and Robert, and the other
And
one
then
with
me with
Pixie
Manong
and,
Gardo.
Mhm.
and Manong Gardo.
All right. In which
Okay.
case, I'll ask Pixie what instructions you gave Manong Gardo.
I told Manong Gardo to stay there and that we will. So, I mean, the group, we will come and meet him. And since he met us when he was fired, right? Like
Yeah.
the whole group when he was fired, I think he'd be able to recognize Anino.
Okay. So let's go back to Anino. Are you still there, Carlos? Because you're frozen right now.
yes, I am here.
Okay, cool. So I want to ask you now. Now that you're inside, you're not in any restricted area. So you're in a common area, kind of
Mhm.
like a reception hall, like I
Okay.
mentioned. And I want to ask what you're going to do now to try to find Manong Gardo.
Since I know I was given a job here, I'm just going to go for the reception and ask them where the new guy is. Boss, alam niyo kung saan na station yung bagong guard, si Manong Gardo.
The receptionist, a female elf,
Mhm.
looks at you
Mhm.
and for a moment wonders why you called her sir or Manong or boss.
Boss.
But then she
I
says,
call everybody boss.
I'm sorry. I don't think you have clearance to ask about our employees.
um, I said I stammer a little bit. Anino's not the most charismatic and sharp-witted person in the world, and she says, inutusan lang po kasi ako ni Ma'am Pixie, tsaka yung friendly Sir Robert na kausapin tong may bibigay lang ako kay Manong Gardo. And
Okay.
I bring out the plastic bag with the CD.
You're going to have to roll a skill now. I
Sure.
think this is going to be influence
Influence
plus
and
charisma.
which I have none. Awesome.
Oh, God.
Charisma is a 1. Alright.
Oh!
So 1d6.
I don't think it's gonna happen.
Yeah, it's not gonna
Uh,
happen. But let's see what happens. Nah, it's a 2. No.
At least it's not a glitch.
So
So
you don't get kicked out.
they have no idea what you're talking about. Even with you name dropping like Pixie and Django and Robert.
And Robert.
Robert is a common enough name that even though
Uh-huh.
he is technically the superior of this person, that doesn't
Okay.
register with her. And
Okay.
instead, she asks you to very calmly. She asks
Uh-huh.
you to leave your contact information, and then they will contact you when the person you're looking for is available. But you're getting the vibe that they're just going to throw away this information after.
Logbook niyo lang. Okay. Sige.
You know how you know how when you randomly enter a building and you like just pass them your resume without asking, and then
Yeah.
at some level you know that they're gonna use it as scratch paper.
Yeah.
That's kind of the vibe you're getting right now.
Sige. Question. Would I get the idea that if I sneak around the building, I'll eventually find Manong Gardo?
Probably, yeah.
Or at least in this reception area, would I at least see a security roster? Or do you think reasonably I'd be able to find the security roster or something?
Reasonably find the security roster. If you can find the secure what they call this their small office, because the security guards usually have a small office where they like eat their lunch and things like that. they might have some paperwork there. I say paperwork loosely because probably not paper, it's digital at this point.
Okay.
So if you can find one of those, kind of like in their 7-Eleven offices, where there's a
Okay.
small spot where you will eat away from the eyes of the customers.
Okay.
If you can find that,
Sige.
maybe.
All right. So, grumbling, I go back to my scooter, remove my fluffy jacket,
Uh-huh.
remove my 7-Eleven hat, put it on my scooter, and basically just activate my camo suit and my helmet. And I say, all right, we're going to do this the hard way.
All right, gonna do it the hard way.
We're going to do it the hard way. So, and I also unwrap my katana and just, okay, let's see if I can go ahead and sneak wherever I need to get to.
So okay, what skill are you rolling? You are going to use a stealth roll, and I believe that is agility based.
Yeah, it's agility plus stealth. Tapos check ko lang kung ano yung wireless ng ano ko, camo.
So the building has largely been unchanged for the past 100 years. So I'm going to show it on the stream, just for everyone's benefit. Ooh, that's too small. Open link and new tab. Oh, they're all small pictures. But anyway, that's what it looks like.
Yep.
Okay. So I get a bonus stealth. Oh, just defense rating by 2. Okay. Cool. Sige, I'm going wireless for the moment.
Okay. So you're rolling a stealth check. I think the target number is 4 this time around.
Sure.
They know that you're snooping around. It looks like the receptionist has basically like told the guards to keep an eye on you, but the guards themselves are on their own posts and are not actually going to look for you, but they are
Okay.
going to be on the lookout for you, if that makes sense.
Okay. Sure. Noted. So I get bonus edge for the chameleon suit.
Okay.
Tapos, I got 11 for, let's see if I roll a little bit better this time.
11 dice.
11
Wow.
dice total. Oh. 11d6. I've got 3, tapos 1.
Thank you for
Bonus
coming,
edge.
Nubasaur42. We'll have the
Oh.
VOD of this particular session up on YouTube in a day or so. So, hope you can catch the rest of it. Thank you again for subscribing.
I am not rolling.
Uh-oh.
3.
3. Okay. So 3 is good enough on a normal day, but they are currently on the lookout for you.
Okay.
So here is what happens. You probably try to sneak to the side. But as you're sneaking, a guard actually spots you and says, Boss, bawal ka rito ah. Anong ginagawa mo? Wait, I know you. It's Manong Gardo.
It's fine. Hey!
Oh, we don't have. You didn't even do a
You didn't
laugh
even
roll.
need-
of
You
sorts.
didn't even need to kill anyone.
Alright, so basically I put back my katana, put my hand on my chest. So, okay, didn't have to hurt anyone today. Boss, I gave him the plastic with the CDs. Dala niya yung CD.
Sabi niya, CD. Oh, right. It's in my office.
I'm both ba? May office na kayo?
Yeah, meron.
Ayos, moving up in the world. Okay, sir, paano na lang ng CD? Hintayin ko na lang. Saan ko kaya hintayin? Kasi kailangan na ni Ma'am Pixie.
Ganun ba? Well, you can come with me if you want.
Will I gesture to myself in my cap? Okay lang.
Sige.
Okay.
Let's go.
Okay, so basically you see this small black clad ninja in a biker in a
Can
bike
you roll me
helmet.
intuition, by the way?
Intuition. Sure. Intuition what?
Just intuition.
Perception? Just intuition. Sure.
Then let me know how many successes you get. How many
1.
hits you get. 1?
1.
Everything seems fine.
Okay.
You
Usefully,
And then Manong Gardo moves through into the office of the security guards,
Mhm.
and it's empty.
Okay. Kailan dito,
He
boss?
starts looking through the lockers. Hmm. Ito. Asa na ba yung susi ko? Bahala na. He pulls on the padlock and it's like clunk clunk.
Wow. Okay.
Then he opens it and then he rummages through it. I'm like, Ah, to.
Oh.
Ooh.
And then he gives you a case.
Okay. Does it
Open it.
reasonably look like what I'm looking for? Brittany?
Yeah, it looks like it. It has the cover of Britney on it.
Okay.
But
So,
does it have the CD?
yeah, I checked the case and look what's inside.
All right. You open the case. There is a CD there
Uh-huh.
of Britney.
Okay. Sige. So, I tap it.
All right. This time, can you roll me a intuition plus perception check?
Okay. Perception.
Can
Can we use edge outside of combat just in case?
yes.
We haven't reset edge, right?
We haven't.
Okay. Sige. Sige lang. 3 successes.
Oh, that's good.
Did you get 3?
Yep.
With 3, something interesting is that the picture of Britney
Uh-uh.
on the CD, it's new.
When you say it's new, it's not.
It's not 80 years old.
Teka lang. So it's not 80 years old. What do you mean it's not 80 years old? It's not. It doesn't match the cover on the case.
It does match the cover on the case, but now you're starting to remember that Pixie didn't really give the CD on the case.
Yeah.
You just gave him a CD.
A CD.
Yeah.
And he remember he just covered it with his old
Yeah.
uniform.
Talks na tayo, boss.
Yeah.
Gardo
Ito
asks.
ba yung binigay sa inyo ni Ma'am Pixie? Parang dito, sir.
Di ba? Yun kaya yun.
Hindi eh. Alam ko hindi nakaka-case yun eh.
Hindi, sigurado ako yan yun.
Boss, pag hindi ito yung nahanap ni Ma'am Pixie, pareho tayo malalagot, sir.
Okay lang yan. Close kami ni Ma'am Pixie. So,
Opo, pero kami hindi. So,
akong bahala sa'yo. Huwag ka mag-alala.
Please don't make me kill him.
so what's
It's
the
so
insight
odd.
check?
You don't
on
remember Manong Gardo being this confident.
This? Kaya nga eh. What's the insight check on this system?
In fact, well, you did roll good enough, so you are suspicious. But the way I do like sense motive checks in RPGs is generally I'm not gonna straight up tell you if the person is lying.
Yeah.
It'll just like
I feel suspicious, right?
we don't hear you, Anne, by the way.
She's a mute.
So
But I feel suspicious, right?
yeah,
Sige.
And did open it with them.
And he
With
opened
force.
it with force.
With
Yeah.
force, right?
That's not.
Sige.
I don't think
Basically, draw and stab it
Manong
into the locker.
Manong Gardo is like 50.
Yeah. Basically, I draw the sword and stab it into the locker and says, Manong, last chance.
can you roll initiative?
Oh god.
Sure.
Yay!
Hey! What is my initiative? 8 plus 1d6. Okay, so roll 1d6. And it's 4 plus 8, 12.
12. I will also roll initiative. How does this work again? I is initiative. ID is initiative. We talked about this, right? I forgot
Yeah.
how this works. Let me just
I
open it up.
think, parang declare edge. Parang ganun. Tapos roll dice. Ay, grab dice. Tapos distribute edge.
Sige, sige.
Tapos roll.
I
So,
only need to
yeah.
grab one die, if I remember correctly.
Okay. Yep.
Shadowrun.
Tapos your value. Your initiative value.
Okay. Give me a moment. Like I said, I'm not yet used to this.
No
But
worries.
we will get there. Combat reference table. Okay, I think I have it. Each participant rolls their initiative dice and add the total to their initiative rank. Okay. So, looking at these stats, I believe this is an initiative of... Okay, I just have to roll 1d6.
Yep.
Rolling a d6. What's your result?
12.
12. You are going to go first as he
Okay.
reaches into his buckle
Uh,
for his beretta.
okay.
You recognize this. So, what are you going to do?
If I'm going to go and at either his arm or his weapon.
Okay, so here's what we're going to do. We are going to... I am a defender, so I'm going to be grabbing dice equal to my reaction plus intuition.
Sure. Tapos I'm going after
46 for me. Then, what's next?
distribute edge.
Compare attack rating first. So,
Yep.
what is your attack rating? I'm going to compare
My
it with my defense rating.
With the katana, it's a attack rating at 10.
10. Okay, that means you have a free edge for this initiative count.
Sure.
So you have the high, because you have the higher value. Your attack value is 10. My defense rating is only 4. So and the difference is more than 4. So you
Okay.
get an edge.
Okay.
And now tell me what you're going to do.
Going to spend 2 to get a guaranteed success of edge. So that leaves me with 3 edge left.
Okay. Let me just move a
Tapos,
little bit to our combat
Sure.
UI. This is our combat UI, and then I'm going to open up our edge in combat over here, and then I'm going to move this here. All right. So you were going to spend an edge. Sorry, to do what again?
going to spend an edge, 2 edge actually. So 1 edge plus 1 edge to get a guaranteed success.
Okay. I think to get a guaranteed success, add 1, give ally, negate 1, use an edge action. I think with 2 edge, you only get to add a die to your die roll.
Add the die lang ba? Sorry. Sige. So add the die.
Okay.
So I am rolling. What do I roll here again? Sorry, combat.
Okay. To roll, you will roll your agility plus appropriate weapon skill.
Okay. Ay, tapos meron akong extra die.
Yeah.
Ano yung bonus edge nung ano? When you say you have an edge, what does that one mean?
It means if you spend 2 edge, you only effectively spend 1 edge.
Reroll lang pala yung one die. Tama. Tama pala yung ginagawa ko ngayon. Okay. Got it. Sige. Where are my...
I will also have to roll my defense.
agility?
My defense is...
Six.
My defense is...
What do specialties do again? +2? +2 dice. Right?
Yes, that's correct.
Okay. So 7 plus 6, 13.
13
Plus
dice.
2, 15.
Oh! I think this dude's dead. We'll
Tapos
see.
16. So 16. 16
Let me
d6.
roll my defense dice. Ilang hits?
Depends. Teka lang. So 4 hits lang. I'm rolling low.
Wait. Give me a moment to figure out how this works again. Mine is reaction plus intuition. Okay, I remember now. Reaction plus intuition is going to be a total of 4 dice. Total of 4
Roll it.
dice, which
You
I
might
will now
succeed in
roll.
all 4, which nullifies everything I have.
Wait. What did you get again in terms of successes?
4.
4. Okay. I will roll mine. I only get a 1 and I glitch.
Does that cancel it out?
Sige, let's cancel it out na lang para mabilis. So you get
So
4 hits.
four.
What is your
4
damage?
Damage value on the katana is 4 piercing plus 4.
Yeah, so 4 piercing plus the 4 of the hits, that's 8 total. I will
Mhm.
now roll body in order
Okay.
to soak some damage.
Okay.
So as you can see, combat is fairly involved. This is just one round, right?
Mhm.
Trying to soak some
Okay.
damage. I soak 1
Ah.
damage, so I will only take 7 damage. That
Okay.
said, I am only at, what is my CM? Oh, I'm still alive. You dealt a total of 7 damage, and that brings me down to condition monitor. That brings me down to 3. I have a -2 to my attack rolls, but now he's panicking. That's what's happening, right?
Okay.
So here's what happened. When you struck him, he panics, and then his magic disappears, and he's an orc.
Yeah.
He's not Gardo at all.
Okay. So basically I just do the flash cut.
Uh-huh.
Alright. Put back the katana into its sheath and I watch him transform and just ask him, asan si Manong Gardo?
Ah! He panics and he runs on his turn.
Ah.
So that's what he does. He's like, ah! And now, the thing though is that he runs straight into the reception area, and people are now seeing an orc running around with a security guard uniform with blood squirting out of what used to be his arm.
Okay. And basically I just let out a sigh, roll out my eyes, and just go after him.
Okay.
Wait, no. Will I have time to rummage through the lockers and see if I can find
You have 1 round, maybe 2, before someone enters.
before somebody enters?
Wait.
Mhm. But
Yeah,
also,
I'll
if you do
just-
that, the other orc, in case he doesn't get arrested, will probably have a round or 2 away to move away from you.
But he's going to the reception area, right?
Yeah. He's actually causing a panic now, and people are like running away from him and screaming.
Shoot. Sige. The important thing is the CD. I'll try to rummage through and see if I can find Manong Gardo's locker and find the CD if it's there.
Okay.
If it's not,
First of all, there is an open locker,
uh-huh.
and you look at it, and it does say, Pixie, would you happen to know what Manong Gardo's surname is?
It's actually Gardo.
Gardo is the... Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright. So,
Eduardo
it's-
Gardo.
it's Gardo E. Yeah. Gardo, comma E. It says on that locker part.
Okay.
And then it does look like he rummaged through the stuff of Manong Gardo, like he would rummage around. But then, can you roll me a perception again? But this
Just
time,
perception?
instead of intuition, you are going
Okay.
to roll logic.
Sure. Logic plus perception.
Yes.
Good lord. It's just 5. I am not the smartest person. 2 successes.
2 successes is enough.
Okay.
It feels like it's one or two possibilities. It's either the orc who's running away now has it, or it was never here.
Sige. Knowing that, I'll bolt after the orc. And there's an area.
So
Oh my god.
as you look out, you see actually a bunch of other orc security guards like helping him
Ah.
out.
Ah.
Ano nangyari? Ano nangyari? Pinutol niya yung kamay ko! Ah! Putay na!
Alright. Sige. So, sige, not bolting, but since everybody's helping him out and it doesn't seem to be running, I'm just going to go straight to them, katana out, and just say, Boss, kailangan ko lang yung city. Yun lang, alis na ako dito.
He actually is looking at you and says, binigay ko na yung CD sa'yo, ano ba?
Wrong CD, dude. Isa pa.
Okay. There are actually 3 other orcs that are helping him. They are now taking out their guns.
Okay.
And it looks like they kind of want to like apprehend you.
Okay.
And what we're
Go.
going to do is we're going to get back to you as you
Okay.
think of what you're going to do next. But it's your turn
Sure.
again,
Sure.
right? Meanwhile, we're going to go to the rest of the group. Oh, sorry. This is a weird view. Let's do that. Then let's move to the main. There. Did I happen there? Oh, I have to turn that on. I have to keep that on. Okay. You arrive at BGC. BGC doesn't need to be an archaeology because this place was actually properly maintained ever since the early 2000s when it was handed over from the government to private corporations so that they can make a commercial district here. So the only thing that has changed, if you have been to BGC before in real life, is that there are now even more buildings, and the buildings sometimes encompass entire districts, like they have streets above streets, and then those streets are like walkways and stuff like that. So the main difference is that it feels a lot more crowded. But it's like everyone's posh and stuff like that. You're going to a place called the Mirajo Tower, from what you remember. What are your plans here?
I'm gonna I'm gonna be checking in VR in case something jumps out at me while we're checking around the meeting place.
Okay.
Like if there's anyone with either like, do I know what the symbology that they wear? Like if they have logos, the Sons of Sauron, can I like look that up? Google search.
Okay, so we'll start with AR for now. Because
Yeah, no, but like, because I'm looking for like.
Casual search, you know of their public symbols, but you also
Yeah.
know that these are not the types of things that they would display because a lot of governments see them as terrorists.
Yeah, that tracks.
Sporting that logo might get you arrested on sight. That
Right,
said,
but would they sport it like in the Matrix, maybe, like where they aren't necessarily being seen in public?
yeah.
Could I see it in
which case,
AR?
you're going to roll a skill for now. It's nothing major. You're just going to like go into the darknet real quick and see if they have other symbols. You're not hacking any servers or anything like that. So I'm just going to ask you
Nope.
to roll a
Nope.
basic logic plus. Sorry, what was the roll for illegal tests? Cracking plus logic. TS.
Cracking plus logic. Okay. I have a bonus edge, but I don't think I'll use it.
Okay.
Okay. Let me see. So that is it's not a hack. It's just a basic
Yeah.
basic test, right? Okay.
It's basically the equivalent of you googling in the dark web. That's what's happening.
6, 7, 8. Aw, this is so sad. Feels bad. Okay. 1 hit.
Yeah. Okay.
Uh,
That's not good enough for you to learn any of their secret symbols. So you know all of their common symbols.
Oh, wait a second. Hacker. Does my knowledge of hacker groups help in this case?
Yes, it does.
No, not really.
It
Because
does.
I don't know. I can.
Go ahead.
Because I have a knowledge for hacker groups.
Okay. You know enough to give you an extra success, but the TN is 3, so it's still a bit in.
Okay. Yeah.
So you don't
Gotcha.
quite know.
Okay.
You do know that there is a substantial shortage of orcs in the area. And more elves than usual.
Oh, actually, I have that
So
bonus
it's a
edge.
very posh
Mhm.
place.
So if I were to see an orc, it would be very unusual because this is like elf territory.
Yeah. I'm not saying though
Yeah?
there are no orcs.
Okay.
There are occasional orcs, but usually they're not the type of orc that you would imagine from the Sons of Sauron. Like the orc,
Right, they're the
like
posh
an orc in
orcs.
suits and walking around, looking at his what's the equivalent of the cyberdeck for civilians? I forget.
Oh,
the name.
they're comm links.
Their comm links. There you go. Just checking out their comm links, looking at stocks. So, but you see those kinds of orcs,
Gotcha.
but they're not very common.
Okay. They're not terrorist orcs. Gotcha. Okay.
So okay,
So
if
I'm
you
gonna
want
look
to
around
go to VR though,
for that.
you first want to find a place for you to go to VR safely because that will like brick you for a
No,
bit, right?
absolutely. It's just AR. Like what I can do in AR to help Pixie and Django. Like look
Just a
around.
quick one. How many hours before the meeting?
It's still early actually. Wait,
Yeah,
you did
I told-
encounter some traffic,
Yeah, that's fine.
but that's not so bad. I think it was mostly actually just waiting because an interesting thing about BGC is that public transportation is notoriously hard to get into BGC. So you probably like traveled all the way to Magallanes and then from there you either walked or you waited for their one shuttle service that takes hours. So there's this long line, you have to wait, stuff like that. So maybe that's the only delay. So it's still like in the afternoon.
Okay, so we'll be meeting in the evening, right?
Yeah. So you have a head start on them is what's happening. That's probably why you're not seeing any of them right now.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, what's Renegade doing? Just
Oh,
continue
I
what
was-
Renegade's doing.
Well, no. See, the thing is, Django, I wanted to check to see if anyone was like hanging around, if I could see their icons. But it doesn't look like anybody that isn't supposed to be here is hanging
Okay.
around. There's some
So, like-
fancy-looking orcs, but
In fact, if anyone is
You know.
feeling out of place, it's probably you guys. Unless you like wore suits and
yeah, it's true. No, I
Well,
just wear like
I wear like a business suit.
oh yeah, Pixie's default face suit actually works. So Pixie is in her element.
Alright.
Django, are you in your element or are you like wearing your goggles and stuff?
I'm wearing it. I'll just remove the scarf and I'll have my t-shirt and stuff.
So you're more casual. Maybe
Yeah, casual.
since you're an elf, you probably get you probably give off the vibe that you live here, and that's why you're in your casuals.
Yeah, I'll be on my casual. So if that's not the case, I'm gonna summon the two elementals that I have, and
There
I'm
we go.
just after that I'm gonna ask Pixie and Renegade to let's just have a drink and observe inside.
Mm.
Okay, so you're going to summon, right? You're going to have to declare your force for your air elemental.
5. I'll be using 5 for both.
Woohoo! Okay.
So that would be D10 for you.
Right. That's force times 2 for me. So
Yep.
I'm going to roll 10 dice.
Yeah, and you have to beat 9
7, 8,
on the first one.
right, rolling. Beat 9. Wow, the probability of that is really low. But I get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I got 6. So
I
that will
get 3
affect
service.
your what's this? Stun.
Oh, stun. Oh, and the number of service. So stun is 14.
So okay.
I'm
I got 6, right? How many did you get again?
9.
Okay, so you have 3 services. But in terms of
Yep.
stun damage, you get 6 stun damage.
Yeah.
Is that higher than your magic rank?
My magic rank is 6, I think.
Okay, so
Yes.
this is... So, here's what happens. You summon your spirit. You don't know why, but it's hot. You had difficulty summoning here, maybe because all the air is artificial. You start realizing that the entirety of BGC is now air conditioned. Even the outdoors. So you managed to squeeze it out. You were able to summon your air spirit, but you take 6 stun damage.
Oh, I mean, I think I have to roll the call
You
it?
can roll
the resist
All right.
one,
Sorry.
which is
This is stun damage unless it is higher than the character's magic rank. Spirits have a built-in time limit. Once one sunrise and one.
there's no resist.
No, I don't think so. But let me double check.
Yeah, just double check. I think I need to run for the what you call it?
Ah, right. I see it now. My mistake. You need to
Yeah.
roll drain.
Yeah, the
you
drain
roll
one before I get stunned.
Resist drain as if they cast a spell. What is your resist drain?
That's 14d6, so I'm gonna
Hmm.
roll.
But then
so that's
you need
for,
to roll against a target number of 6. So
which is I have 2 stun damage.
Mhm.
That would be the one.
okay, not as bad.
Okay,
Masakit pa rin.
not as bad.
Pero not as bad.
But
6
I do
stun
have
is
one.
going to hurt.
Okay, so let's do another one, which
Okay.
is another 5.
Another force 5. So I'm going to roll again.
Yeah.
This time I get 1, 2, 3. Only 3 for me this time.
I have 6.
So now
on the
roll for
dice
drain. Roll for
Okay.
drain 3.
Drain is 5.
Drain is 5. Okay. The second one didn't hurt you because you started to get used to it, and now you have 2 spirits that each have 3 what do you call this? 3 services.
Services. And I'm gonna command one of this.
ulit! Hello!
Ay! Mag-iinuman kuya. Bantayan mo lang yung ikaw dun sa harapan, tapos ikaw dun sa likod. Banggitin mo lang pag merong medyo kahina-hina lang mga orc. Habang nagiinom kami sa loob. Oo, orc.
Ano yung orc?
Dali, alam niyo yung okra. Mukha silang kulay okra sila.
Okra.
Hindi nila alam yung orc, by the way. They
Hindi
don't
nila
know
alam.
what orc looks like. I'll try to find a reference. And I'll just point it
Can you
somewhere.
you can talk to them like telepathically, right?
Yeah.
So that they can see images then sa head mo. Or no?
Oh,
Or
would
something
they? No,
Okay.
no. It's
I
like
don't think they can,
walkie-talkie thing.
But you can't point them to an orc. Note that the
Yeah.
best orc you can find is some dude in a business suit.
Yeah, something like that. Parang ganyan pero medyo kahina-hinala, medyo out of place dito.
Medyo
paano ba?
kalma. Okay, sige,
Napansin
kuha
kamo
namin.
nila na tumitingin-tingin sa atin.
Oh, nagano.
Bulong na sila.
Yan lang kayo sa
So they fly
yung
out,
sa
one
entrance.
to the entrance of Mirage Tower on the front, and the other to the entrance of
Diba?
Mirage Tower on the south. Now, an interesting thing about air elementals is that they are also somewhat invisible, right?
Yeah, at the moment they'll be in the astral plane at the moment.
Okay.
I think they haven't materialized yet.
So
So do-
basically, from the other character's point of view, is you took out your totem. Oh, is it a totem?
Yeah, maybe a bracelet, just a
Mm.
bracelet.
So you take out your bracelet, and then you. How do you summon an air elemental? You just
Yeah,
crunch your head like this.
yeah. I'll just do something like that. I don't need to do something like that. I just
Okay. And then how does getting hurt with conjuring look like for you? Like do you does your character like wince?
it's a bolt, like you getting a shock type of
Okay.
thing.
So you can the other characters can tell that basically Django concentrated on something, then it seems that he got hurt a little bit, and then he started talking to the air, and then something about Okra.
But I'll just explain to them that I just summoned some two of my spirit guardians, and maybe they can be a lookout while we try to recon inside of the.
Do you have astral, Pixie?
Me?
Mm-hmm. The skill.
Skill.
And also I think the special quality also. If you don't,
No.
all right. You are an adept though, so you it's kind of like third eye. You sense that the spirits are here, but you don't perceive them. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Parang naaninag mo lang.
Tumayo lang yung balahibo mo type of thing.
Malikmata, ganun.
On the other hand, Renegade is like you're like magic rating E, right?
Yeah.
You felt
No
nothing.
magics. No magics. It's fine.
My magic
I'm just-
is like 2.
I'm just checking in AR, you know. Just-
Well, yeah. Renegade was also too busy checking in AR to even notice the spirits getting summoned. I
So I'll,
suppose.
I'll just tell Pixie, di ba nagaya ka uminom ng huli?
Oo nga. Hindi
Maga.
na tayo nakapag-beer dun sa sa bahay ni
Medyo maaga pa yung meeting. So I think that is something that we should do.
Sige.
Let's
Mag-
celebrate. Yeah, let's celebrate Anino bringing the CD to us. Yay!
If,
Hindi mo, teka,
If-
nakakatakot. Hindi mo mapupuso yun pag ganun kasi wala pa sa atin yung CD.
I mean,
So, kasi matanda na ako, right? So I'm like still
Yeah.
a bit superstitious. Baka mapusoy tayo.
baka maudlot, no? Or I mean, let's just find another reason to drink when we get there. Come on, Renegade.
Someone's birthday.
Okay.
All right. Feel free to describe the type of bar that you go to in BGC.
No, I mean we'll go to the Mirage one.
Okay. So you're going to the Mirage. Sure. Two of your
Pixie,
elves. It's
Buying,
easy.
wala akong nuyan.
Me? I have
No, I mean we have the supposed to be high-risk of the big B company here. So I mean, I think it shouldn't be.
Yeah, no. I'm just saying. Pixie's buying.
yeah. I'm buying.
Okay. This is a bit of an expensive affair. You might probably you might end up spending upwards of 200 new yen per head.
Per head?
Mhm.
Peanuts.
So
Must be nice to be
No.
rich.
But yeah, it's a pretty posh place. It's actually a bit quiet because it's still in the afternoon. People aren't really getting out of their shift yet, even though it's already 5 p.m. You all know everyone overtimes. So
Chill lang na eh, no?
Yeah, it's something chill. Do we know the exact place in Mirage where we are about to meet up? Or is it like the surprises just go to the certain restaurant type of thing?
Okay. You do know that he's going to go here at some point, Mr. Johnson, at around 7 p.m. So you have 2 hours on you.
Okay.
So I want to ask, are you just actually going to party, or are you going to do anything else other than the spirits?
Um, no, we will do some perception checks and
Okay,
stuff.
so you're just looking around.
Yeah. Trying to blend in lang din within the mirage na parang we're just here like normal people for a drink, but we're just not looking around.
It's easy enough to do. No need to roll, and you're having a good time as guns are being trained onto Anino.
Can I make sure that my icon in AR is displaying a posh looking icon even though it doesn't match my outside?
Yeah, you can. And the way the world of Shadowrun works is also that the way you dress is only half the equation. There's also your icon that almost everyone with AR goggles will be able to see anyway. So you're also probably displaying something posh. Feel free to describe it for anyone who has a comlink. Or you could use your usual one.
No, not my usual that's not posh. That's I'm doing matrix shenanigans. That's not the right icon. I'll have something nice like a business suit, pero it's a skirt. It's just a short like A-line skirt and then like a fancy suit. But in AR only, not in the meat space. In the meat space, I'm just wearing my armored jacket over top.
So the interesting thing about your outfit is that it usually probably would have gotten you bounced.
Mm-hmm.
But you're also with two elves. So they were like,
yep.
Probably their weird poor friend that they're treating.
Wow.
Yeah, exactly.
Wow.
It's fine. I'll take it.
It's not even completely untrue. So you're like,
no, it's true. But I have a long sleeve shirt. I have a nice shirt underneath and
okay. So
decent
going
pants.
back to
I'm
Anino.
not that broke. Also,
Yeah,
good luck, Anino. Don't die.
So 3 orc guards and a fourth orc guard that is currently missing an arm. The one you slashed on is too panicked and probably will not be doing anything anymore. But you do have 3 guards on you.
Okay. My turn?
Yes.
Sige. I drop a flashback on the ground.
Ooh.
So, is everybody within 10 meters?
Yes.
Okay.
They did kind of clump together towards the one injured guard.
Okay.
So, it's their first day. So,
okay. So, I drop a flashback. Everybody within 10, unless they have flare compensation, is blinded 3. So, they can't see anything.
do I get a roll to resist that?
No.
Okay, they're blinded 3. No problem.
They're blinded 3, which means they can't see anything. I'm blinded 2 kasi may flare compensation. But the thing that I'm going to do isn't going to be really dependent on vision. I'm just going to try to get the injured guard out of the immediate vicinity. It's going to basically collar him and drag him out. And try to get out of there.
So here's what happens. I'm going to ask you to roll a skill, which is...
Say -1 flashback.
I'm going to say it is a agility stealth.
Okay.
But my guys, the orcs, are going to have a hard time of it. So I'm not sure how we're going to represent this. The way I see it is that you have an automatic 2 successes.
Okay.
All right. So that's what we'll do. I will
Sige.
also roll my own perception, although that's really horrible. 1, 2, 3, 4. Is it only 4?
11.
I think it's only 4. Oh wait, it's 5 naman.
11.
So not bad on my end. I'm going to roll
11
this.
plus 1 reroll on mine. Where's the dice?
Alright, sure, you can do it. No problem. No need to figure out the rest of your rolls. You have...
Okay,
Oh,
sige.
because I only got 2 successes and your flashbang already gave you 2 successes. So
Okay, sige. So basically, I just color the one who is missing an arm,
Uh-huh.
and as he's blinded, then I just try to drag him out and see if I can find a place where I can just interrogate him. Basically, just get out of combat.
okay. So you have 2 options. You can drag him out of the building. If you
Uh-huh.
do that, you will... Sorry, I think my Streamlabs is hanging. Let me just fix it. Hello! I think I'm back. Yeah, I'm fixed now. Although that is also a good time to go on break. But before we do, I want to ask Anino. Anino, are you there?
Sure. Yes, I'm here.
I want to ask you what you are, where you are going to go. You're either going to go outside, dragging this orc with you, or you're going to go to somewhere inside the building, probably jump a floor, because
Probably duck inside somewhere that's not crowded. So just I have a few seconds to ask him where Manong Gardo is and where the city is.
okay.
Just
So
away from guns at the moment.
so you're still going to be inside the building,
Yes.
because if you go
Yes.
outside, they're easier to spot. But at least you're already
Yes.
outside. Okay.
Yeah.
So inside the building it
But
is.
yeah,
In which
because
case, we are
yeah.
going to go on a 10-minute break
Okay.
while I also fix my tech. And we'll see you on 310. Is it 310? Yes, on 310. Bye.
Sure. Bye.
Uh,
Alright.
So, alright, we are back. We are going to start with Anino's point of view because I think Anino's thing has to conclude before we can do the Mirage thing. So let's do it. You jump towards a second floor. You're dragging the one-armed orc. The problem is that because he is one-armed, he is spurting blood, and it's going to be hard to hide for a long time because there's a trail.
Yep.
But you do buy yourself a couple of turns.
Okay.
The other guards are running around, and
What's an orc blood look like?
Green.
um, you know, in this setting, the orcs are meta-humans, which means that they used to be
So
human
it's still good.
in their ancestry, so they do still have red blood.
So basically, I just drag him up to the nearest second floor stairwell.
Mhm.
Just then pin him against the wall, and just for flavor, not necessarily for damage, headbutt him and ask him the question. Asan si Manong Gardo?
He says something that sounds like iniwan ko siya sa okrahan.
Okay. So, again, getting impatient, one more headbutt and ask him, San yun?
Sa likod! Sa likod!
Sorry, I didn't get that one.
What?
Sa likod! Sa likod!
Sa likod, sa okrahan.
Mm.
Alright. So, before I bolt off, I check his pockets. Do I get an ID?
This dude doesn't even work here.
Doesn't even work here.
Oh.
It doesn't. Oh, okay. Sige. Thinking the better of it, I just do another headbutt. Toss him to the side and just try to look for the
Okay.
back okrahan, whatever that is.
So I go to the back. And it looks like they have a local gardening initiative.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay.
So there's the feeble attempts
Uh-huh.
to grow something, but like I said, something's wrong with the soil in
To
2080.
grow something aside from soy.
Yeah, but something's wrong with the soil in 2080 and growing. Like there is like a tomato there, but it's a sad-looking tomato, for example.
Okay.
But although it's still impressive from your point of view because look at that, it's a real tomato.
Okay.
So that's the vibe that you're getting.
Okay.
One thing that they
Sige.
are growing properly is okra. The
Mhm.
okra is like really tall, and it has a lot of
Okra.
okra.
Okay.
There's a lot of okra growing on it, and it seems that while soy is widely known as the one plant that will still grow in this environment, you also notice that it seems okra is unaffected by this famine, by this disease that has affected the plants.
Okay.
And in fact, it looks
So,
like the okra is thriving. They're taller than if you've seen an okra plant before. They're taller than normal okra plants, and they're like mas malago.
okay.
It's a veritable forest of okra.
Okay.
You'll
So,
hear
small
commotion
meat.
in the background because they're still looking for you.
Okay. So, small meat can get lost in the okra plants.
Mhm.
Okay. Question. In this area, do I get a bead on where Manong Gardo might be, or am I alone? What do I see?
Okay, you're still close to the building,
Mhm.
so you're not sure where Manong Gardo would be. You heard that he got a job as a guard here,
Okay.
right? But if he is doing some guarding, you don't think he's any of the posts because you would have seen him by now.
Yep. And him being said that he's in the okra hunt means, I don't know, it's striking me as ominous. So I try to rush into the okra hunt to see if I can find him.
Okay, it does kind
Kinda
of sound
sounds
like dadaling
kinda
kita sa
sounds like
kangkungan.
iniwan sa
Yeah.
kangkungan. Yeah.
Kaya,
I was thinking that like, is he dead?
You see an unconscious human guard there.
does it look like Mangardo? I approach. I
Yeah,
rush.
it does look like Manong Gardo.
Um,
Although it's more like he was roughed up.
Is he
He needs
still
to be treated
breathing?
soon, but he's not dead.
mm. So, teka lang. Sige, so I rush to him to the side. What do I see? What injuries? What happened? What can I discern? What can I determine?
Okay, it's not that he wasn't stabbed or anything like that or shot or
Mm,
anything like that. It's more like
mm.
they ganged up on him and they punched him repeatedly.
Okay.
That
So
said,
I
they are
yeah,
orcs, so getting punched repeatedly is not a good time.
it's not fun. So I try to slap his face and wake him up and says,
Uh,
Manong, Manong,
uh, uh,
Manong. Ano nangyayari? Ano
uh,
nangyayari sa inyo?
ikaw yung tropa ni ma'am.
Opo. Opo. Ano nangyayari sa inyo?
Yung mga yung mga orc, masyado silang presko. Nagduda ako sa kanila. Kaya tinago ko muna yung CD.
Ah, so tinago nyo. Nakita nila, hindi naman nila nakita, no?
He points to a sack. There's a sack there
Aha.
filled with okra.
Ah,
He's just pointing
okay.
to it, and then he's like dripping in and out of consciousness.
Sige. So, teka lang. I administer what aid I can. What do I have? I have a med kit.
Okay,
I have, yeah, a med kit.
what does the medkit do again?
Med kit. Med kit. Uh,
Gear, medkit.
typical medical emergencies. Doctor system.
Okay, you can
For
treat
rules of the
him.
med kit. Yeah,
It
go.
might take time though.
It takes 1 minute to copy get the med kit, hospital diagnosis, and get treatment. The healing process takes 1 minute per box healed. Sige, so okay lang. I'll go ahead and have that started before I rummage through the okra bag.
Okay, so you rummage through the okra bag after you give Manong Gardo like a quick treatment,
Uh,
but then as you get to the okra, you do find the CD. That's the good news. There's a CD there.
Oh no.
The bad news is that it's in a sack of okra, so
Slimy.
slightly slimy.
And okra skin is kind of rough too.
Mm.
Yeah. Well, we'll see if we can still salvage this. I put it in one of my pockets and just see if Manong Gardo's
Wait, we don't have
starting to
music.
get better.
There you go. Manong Gardo is now a bit better.
Mhm.
Yeah, he's now easier to talk to. He basically
Okay.
explains that there were a bunch of orcs that were being super friendly to him. This is also their first day,
Okay.
and then but he describes that it felt a bit off because it looks like they all knew each other. They even shared the same tattoo. Um,
Did they notice what these tattoos look like from my scuffle
um,
with the?
it's just four letters: GRRT, JRRT.
Okay. 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 Sige. Sige. I'll try to get Manong Gardo into a safer spot. And
JRRT.
yeah. Try to get him to a safer spot.
There,
Let
it,
the continue the treatment. Then I'll head out.
Actually, his main worry is that he's worried that it's his first day on the job and it feels like he's gonna get fired again.
Oh.
Didn't offer him a job at 7-Eleven. That's sad.
That said, he is saying
Okay.
this, but he hasn't actually been fired.
Yeah. Sige. Hmm. I'll worry about that later. Pero I just remind him that. So no, here's what I'm gonna do. I'll take him inside and see if I can find the guy that I disarmed.
Are you sure? Because they are still looking for you.
Okay lang.
Okay. Are you just going to be walking through the rear door, or are you being stealthy
Yeah.
about it at least?
We're just going to go back into the building. Akayin ko si Well, I'm going to piggyback him on me. Tapos I'll just look for the guy because I have a plan.
Okay. So when you get there, you don't immediately find the guy, but the other orcs notice you, and they
Okay.
try to apprehend you again.
Sige lang. I put Manong Gardo down to the side and says, sige, Manong, dyan ka lang. I'll save your job. Let's go.
They're like, sumama ka sa amin!
Okay. Trick number 2. I drop a smoke bomb. Are we still on initiative?
I would assume that you would go first.
Sige. Alright. Sige. I'll take out... How many are they? 3?
Can you roll a d6?
Sure. Where is? Dice roller. 6. Two.
2.
I think you said 3 kanina.
There are 4
Or
of
2
them.
lang yung nakahanap sa akin.
There are 4 of them now.
There are 4. Okay, sige. let's do this. Sige. So first, I drop a snow bomb and try to take out one of them first.
Sige, that sounds like an attack.
Yep,
Are you
it
attacking
is.
with your katana?
Yes.
Alright.
Katana blunt side.
So again, you have edge,
Okay.
and then I have a dice pool of 4, and you have your own dice pool.
It's
So I'm going to roll my dice.
16d6.
16? Sometimes I'm like, why do I even bother rolling?
16d6. Oh, nice.
I rolled
4.
high though, so let's see.
Oh, okay.
What did you get?
4 successes.
4.
Tapos may edge pa pala ako, no?
Yeah.
Sige, I'll use one more edge so I can get one more die.
Okay.
Ay, ano na lang. Yung bonus edge ka na lang gamitin ko for reroll.
Okay.
1 to 1. 1, 6, let's see. Yun. 4, 5 successes.
Okay, you have a net of 2 hits.
2 hits. Teka lang. Tapos 2 hits, that's the damage value, no? I have to roll the damage value back.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh wait,
So,
no need to roll the damage value, sorry. That is already 4 piercing. 4 physical. Plus your net of 2 hits, that's 6 physical. And then it will
Okay.
go to my body. My body
Okay.
roll is... You know, I think the way I see it, it's... Sorry. The way I see it, the rounds are long, but
Okay.
the actual damage will usually like drop them like flies.
Yep.
6, ano? This one gets knocked out, or you can kill him. It depends on what you want.
Nah, I'm just knocking them out. Tapos, I guess that's my turn. Kasi I didn't split my actions. I'll wait for the other guy to... And other guy is, if we're in smoke, he should be blinded too.
Blinded 2. Okay.
So -2 penalties on attacks, I guess.
Okay, my dice pool is 4, but there are 3 of them left, so I'm just going to be adding 3 dice to that, so that's a dice pool of 7. What is
Sure.
your dice pool?
For defense?
For defense.
Defense value ko is...
That's Agi plus intuition. Reaction plus
Agi.
intuition.
Reaction plus intuition. Teka lang. 8.
8, so that's your dice. My dice
So I
is
rolled
4.
the 8.
So now
Okay.
we're going to go, what is your defense rating?
Defense rating ko is thermal plating 4, armor 4. Thermal plating 4, 2, tsaka 1. So that's 7.
7. I have an attack of firearms of 5. Okay, so no edge.
No edge. Okay.
So instead, I'm just going to make a normal attack roll with my agility and my firearms. So that is 5 dice.
Okay.
Oh wait, sorry. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 dice pala. 5, 2, 5, 6.
Ano ba ito? Helmet Chameleons with thermal plating 4. Tapos,
Okay, I have a total of 1, 2, 3 hits. And then my gun deals 2 physical damage, so that's a total of 5 hits.
okay.
Sorry. That's a total of... Mali. Let me double check that. It is just
Sure.
3 hits on me, and then you have to roll for your defense. That is your agility plus your... your reaction plus your intuition.
Okay, reaction plus intuition. Okay, so that's...
Combat is hard.
Yeah, medyo. Reaction is 3, intuition is 5, so that's 8 dice. You got 3 hits, no?
So you
I need
have to
to-
have 3 or more hits yourself.
Okay. So, 8. 6. Oh, 3 successes.
3
3
successes.
sixes. Yes.
Alright, so what happens is... Wow, it's pretty good. What happens is you tumbled around, change our view again. You no, not tumbled around. You're using your armor plates, right?
Uh-huh.
So you dodge some of the guns that as they shoot at you, and so what bullets do pass through onto your body just bounce off your artificial components, and it will probably just leave scratches.
Yep.
So pretty good,
Okay.
pretty good.
Okay.
And now it is your turn again. They're still under the smoke bomb.
Okay. So if I'm going to make 2 attacks, do I split my dice?
Yes.
Hindi, sige. Just going to try to take out one more and see if they'll run.
Sige.
Sige. Second attack.
Same thing, you have a free edge. Alam naman na natin yung stats nila, diba? You have a free edge,
Yeah.
4 dice. So, it just go straight to the roll.
Sige, roll.
1, 2, 3, 4.
1, 2 successes lang. Tapos 1 reroll. 6.
I only have 1 hit.
No,
So,
2. So you take 1. Tapos
plus your
damage
4.
value.
That's 5.
Okay,
Then I
so
will
5.
roll my body to try to resist
Go for
that.
it.
I resist 1, so that's 4 damage.
For
Total.
damage. Okay.
So, this one is still up.
Okay. So just
So,
basically
just give him a wide gash. Yeah! You
uh,
slice with your katana. There's this wide gash on this orc, but he's an orc, so it's like he just snarls at you, and then you hear someone in a loud voice going, "Ano ba yan? Sabi ko arestuhin ninyo, hindi ko sinabing patayin ninyo." And then
that voice familiar to me. Who's yelling?
some human, some elf actually. I was like, "Oh, sorry boss, ganyan. Ikaw, sumama ka na ng maayos para hindi na tayo magkaganito." This guy looks like he's in charge. He is actually in a suit. And
We
not
don't
in a
Do I know
guard
who
uniform.
this guy is?
We don't know what Robert.
And then he says na, ako yung head of security, si Mr. Robert Ong. So,
Did I have... I'm not aware of the conversation ni Django, no?
did you share it, Django?
I don't think he did. I think I was...
I don't hear you, TJ.
DJ, you're on mute.
Oh, I was saying I was outside and it was just Trixie just heard, "Oh, inom," that's why.
Yeah. And all I
Yeah.
heard was Inampu,
So you have no idea.
So I
Yeah,
have no idea. I have no... Shoot. Okay, sige. So, basically, I look at all of them and it says, I say to them, nakuha ko na yung kailangan ko. I'm getting out of here. Kung susunod kayo, you'll just get hurt. Call off your men.
He says something that sounds essentially like, "I will not abide you stealing anything from our house."
So I shook my head and said, I didn't steal anything from your house. I got the property from Manong Gardo and I point to Manong Gardo. And these guys tried to steal from him. I'm just taking it back.
Tapos, Manong Gardo's like, tama po yun, Sir Bob. Pwede po natin tingnan yung security footage. Binugbog po nila ako. Then, he looks at the orcs and he says, "Is this true?" And the orcs run. What are you gonna do?
So they start running. And
They start running away, like they're like removing their security uniforms, and they're like, "Fuck this!"
Alright, they start running. And I look at Sir Bob and say, pay me and I'll take them down for you. You got 5 seconds.
He says, "Don't worry about it. I'll get my own people. But it looks
Okay.
like you have exposed a weakness in our security.
So I just sheath back my sword and go
Then
back to
he looks at Manong Gardo and he's like, and you are the only trustworthy hire today.
looks
Seems we
at
chose well.
Looks like you could get a job offer.
Yeah, promotion.
Alright,
He's actually
I
now telling Anino that if you want, we could talk this over in a more civilized manner. But you're also
Alright.
painfully aware that your meeting is getting close.
Yeah. So I shake my head and say, probably another time, boss. Pero sabi ko kay si boss, si Boss Gardo nga lang. Remember, he stood his ground against 4 to 5 or 4 or more orcs today. So he's a good man. And I say, am I free to go?
He says yes, but leave me your contact information and maybe we could get someone of your skills for a job.
Alright. I nod and say, Manong Gardo knows how to get back with get in touch with me. Salamat po. And I just ninja run out of there. Small.
Naruto run. Naruto run.
I thought you were going to do it like so cool and just go into the shadow like that.
No, you hear
Naruto
my
run.
No, it's the Naruto.
you hear
run.
my tiny feet of
If you run like this, it's faster.
I just ninja run out of there.
In even in 2018, Naruto run is faster.
Okay, you are on a scooter. So, my idea of the benefits of a scooter is that you dodge most traffic.
Yes, that's the idea then. And if I get annoyed with traffic, I just lift my scooter up on my shoulders and walk.
So, you will probably get to BGC about almost 7.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
From
Alright.
Ortigas to BGC is 30 minutes if you can afford traffic.
Sige. So I tried to rendezvous back with the party.
Cool. So now the question is, once you get to BGC, you don't actually know yet that they're in Mirage. So you could probably
radio them.
like just communicate with them via comlink. Right?
Yeah. Yep.
So yeah, Anino contacts you guys and tells you that he has to see you.
It's slimy though. I'm not sure if that affects anything.
No, it's fine. Yeah, it's fine. Just gonna wipe it off. I guess.
Okay.
Sure, let me check it when you get here. Where are you, bro?
10 minutes away, and you basically just hear
Sige.
me.
Randomly
Ingat ka na lang.
randomly,
Sure.
but as you were leaving, Gardo like offers you a sako of okra.
I say, nah, iba diet ko, boss. Dapat na lang.
All right.
Aww.
Yeah.
So you
thank
don't have a
thank you.
sako of okra.
I don't. I hate okra, actually. So my character does too.
What are vegetables anyway?
No, I like vegetables. I just can't stand
Just not
okra.
okra.
There's
and
the slimy thing, right?
Yeah. It's the slimy texture. Eggplant okra, cannot.
I have not met anyone who is like so with okra. You either love it
Love it
or
or
you
hate
hate
it.
it.
Yeah.
Okay lang. It's not a
there
big
you
deal.
go. Anne is
I'm chill. I'm
you're
chill with
chill
okra.
Yeah.
I just really hate bananas though. I don't know why. I just don't
I'm on
like
the love okra camp for some reason.
Very
I just
pro
love the
okra.
crunchiness of it. Like I know though that there are ways to like
It depends how you cook it.
miscook. Yeah. Like I've seen
Yo, if
okra
you
cooked
screw up okra,
worse.
it's gross. If you screw up okra, it's gross. Don't screw up
It's this
okra.
soggy, weird vegetable thing, right?
Yo,
But
no.
if you feel the crunchiness, it's good.
Try turning it into like a tempura. It's good.
That could work.
For tempura.
Ah.
Yeah, it's good.
Yo, that's a good idea. I like
So
that.
anyway, yeah.
Okay.
Do you tell them that you're at Mirage? One of the problems that Anino gets when it comes to bars is that he has trouble getting into them.
Yeah, metal detectors have a problem with me.
So,
Hmm.
okay. Maybe you should just leave your katana again with the number. How much is
Yo,
it?
but he's made out of metal is the problem.
Yeah, but remember, like they can't bring in ano, right?
Yeah,
Um,
yeah, weapons. So I just leave most of my stuff at the at the scooter,
Mhm.
and I just try to T-pose my way into the Mirage.
Okay. You get the usual bouncers like not letting you in.
Eh. So I just radio back and say, ayaw na ako papasukin na namin.
But
You
this
guys
this
just
feels
want
like
to...
deja vu to Renegade, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's like we're back at the beginning.
Yup.
Okay, sino susundo? Oh,
Ikaw na lang, Pixie. Ikaw ang may, you know,
I'll go. It's
may
like,
clout.
TJ is frozen. TJ, can you hear us?
Oh, I'm frozen.
oh my God.
Wait, I'll just off. On.
I guess it just happens sometimes.
There.
Maybe
It's good.
I need to upgrade to a paid Discord subscription. That's what I need to do.
When?
Is it good now? Am I moving?
Yeah, you're good now. So, are you going to pick up Anino,
Yeah,
Pixie?
Nino sa door. And just tell the guards that he's with us.
Alright.
How's my friend?
Sure po kayo, ma'am. Mukha pong delikado tong taong to.
Kuya, don't judge the book by its cover.
Ano po yung book?
Yeah.
He lets you in, but he has no idea what a book is.
I don't know, like young people these days.
So I just walk in with the thumbs up and then hand Pixie yung CD. Ma'am, ito po.
Gusto ko lang, it is slimy.
Sabi ko sa inyo eh.
Like, you thought that there was just some slime,
Yeah.
but
But it's
they
like,
figured out how to grow okra. They haven't figured out how to store okra. So,
Yeah. Manong Gardo just crammed it into the okra bag. So
he was in a hurry.
Yeah.
So, there's that.
it was...
yeah. And I just wipe it in the insides of my coat.
You're gonna need to have that dry cleaned.
I know. Kasi magtitigas din siya eh. Pero baka pwede
It'll just
nakatokin
flake
yung coat
over and
after.
stuff. Yeah.
Dagta. Alright. Okay.
Django, you are actually a bit worried because your elementals haven't talked to you.
Oh yeah.
And it's
Oh,
almost 7.
for the past 2 hours?
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna check on them out.
Kuya!
Like,
Hello!
ano nang nangyari? May nakita na kayong mga pangit na katulad ng tinuro ko kanina?
Kasi hindi kami sigurado, kuya. Parang lahat naman sila kaduda-duda. Lahat sila kamukha nung sinasabi mo.
Saan? Sa harap, sa likod? Sino yung nagsasalita?
Lahat ng dumadaan. Kasi
Oh,
pareho sila ng
Ang dami.
suot. Ganon din. Parang suspicious. Meron silang nakaipit yung leeg nilang ganon.
Pero
Parang merong
mukhang orc. Mukhang orc ba? Mukhang orc. I mean,
Oo,
hindi
meron
tao.
silang
Hindi
dalawang
tao.
kamay, dalawang paa, tsaka ulo.
oh no.
Sige. Well, pareho nire-report na likod sa kaharap.
Mm-mm.
It's both on the back.
It looks like they haven't quite figured out what an orc is.
You just have
Oh.
to be really careful.
Sige,
I don't want to be
sabihin ko na.
bugged again.
They're still there though, and you still have services.
Yeah. I'm just gonna say. Sige,
Pero meron kami nakita, hindi ka duda-duda. Kasi iba yung suot nila.
Ang suot nila.
anong suot nila?
Parang
Katulad ng suot.
parang hindi ka duda-duda kasi parang maluwag naman. Wala yung taga-ipit ng leeg. Ba't sila may suot na ganun?
Oh, saan pumasok? Kanina pa? Anong kulay ng damit?
Red.
Can I mean, based on the description that is it something that I can use as a perception check type of?
Okay, it does seem like the Sons of Sauron have a tendency to wear red. you think?
Okay. Okay, sabihin ko na lang, good job. Hanapin ko sila dito.
You have a
Um,
free edge on this one. Can you make a perception and intuition roll?
Perception and intuition. Oh, just quick one. Let me check. I do have 3, and my perception is 1, 4, 5. A free dice, right?
Mm-hmm. Sorry. Edge is just an edge point. So if you
Oh,
want an
it's
extra
a
die, you need to spend
retry.
an extra edge for a total of 1
Okay.
edge spent.
Okay, so intuition 3, so that should be 4. 4d6, d5. Oh, that's 2. And I can reroll 1 using the edge, right?
Yeah.
Oh, why is it 0? Oh, there it is 1. Oh, it's 2 success.
Okay. You spot two orcs in the background who are wearing red. That doesn't
Okay.
100% make you think that it's them. But you know,
Uh,
they're orcs.
um, and they don't like elves, right? Okay.
In fact, the thing that strikes you about them is not that they're orcs, is that they have. You know how some people are like in the bar and they're holding that one piece of beer, but they've been holding that for 30 minutes. You're like,
Okay.
walang pera yun. Either that or, ayaw malasing nun. So that's the suspicion you're getting.
Okay, so then I'll just tell the guys about this. Parang yun yung medyo kahinahinala na mga nakita nung guardians ko.
Alright.
I'm going near Django.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just gonna tell Renegade and Pixie and Anino. They want us to approach them of some sort, maybe try to figure out what they're saying. Or
Sige. Pero bago yun,
They're not even together. They're on different parts of the bar.
okay.
But they
they're
keep
different.
looking at each other.
okay. Django, asan yung brief?
Actually, yun nga din ang gagawin ko. Tigisa tayo.
Tigisa kayo.
I mean, hati tayo.
They communicate.
Well,
Can I see something in AR that maybe can indicate that they're communicating? Are they like in
Sure.
virtually? Can I check?
That sounds like
Like,
cracking.
can I see something?
Cracking plus logic.
I can do that from AR.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, I'll give you.
Is that considered a hacking or just a?
Not yet a hack because you're not
Okay.
trying to get into any system.
Okay, that's cool. Oh. 96 target 5.
Just clarifying, you're all okay with extending to 430, right?
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, 3 hits.
3 hits.
Yeah.
Okay, it's not enough to know if they're actively communicating with each other, but it's enough to know that they are friends on social media.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay, so
You know how you look at the profile and they're like mutual friends, something like that.
I'm just gonna
That's actually
approach
behind
the
the
other
private
one,
wall already. Sorry.
Wait,
Okay.
and I'll have Pixie
Agree.
approach the other one.
yeah, give it.
I'll give you
I'm-
some.
I'm going to make sure that they know this. Like, I will communicate it like privately and send messages. They're like,
Okay, I will.
I don't know if they're communicating directly right now, but they are social media connected via social media. They know each other.
Oh,
Then I
yeah.
get one of the brief.
One of the briefs.
Correct.
Oh,
Put it in the brief. No, you have to
I'll approach
take
the other
this
one.
one.
I'll approach the other.
Yeah, but take this one first. I can't have both CDs.
Okay, I'll take.
And then the one of the CDs in the base.
Okay, I'll approach the first one.
So, na kanino na yung
Try.
CD?
Nasa akin yung fake.
Yeah, yeah. That's why you fake. You fake.
I have the fake
the
one.
one that we checked from DB. You have that one.
Okay, so I'll approach the first one, and I'm just gonna do a small talk. I'll ask, bro, first time kita nakita dito. Trip mo bang pumick up ng mga magagandang elf? Madami akong kilala.
The orc?
Pabulong.
The orc looks at you. And it's like,
I mean, orc meron din.
pare.
Yeah.
Hindi ako mahilig sa girls.
Hindi ka mahilig sa... Oh!
Pero pare, mukhang
wait.
gwapo ka.
Oh.
Oh. Meron akong binibenta dito. Sure ako makakakuha ka.
Talaga?
Yeah.
Pero para mas gusto ko yung CD mo. Kung bibigay
CD?
ninyo, hindi kami magagawa ng gulo. Yes. Baka pwede pa tayo mag-date after, you know. Nothing personal. I know that Shadowrun is a business. Just give us the CD. We're not gonna cause trouble. We're just gonna get the money from Mr. Johnson and then we can date after.
And I'm just saying it out loud so that people in the comms would say, okay, yung CD, meron sa akin, pwede tayo mag-usap sa labas kung okay lang.
So, Django is basically like, let's talk about this outside. And it's like, sige,
Oo.
pogi.
Yung CD,
Let's go.
kung yung CD yung gusto nyo, pag-usapan natin dun sa labas.
Oh. Okay.
But I'm saying it at the com.
So naririnig lang din namin yung sinasabi mo dun
Yeah.
sa mga
So,
guys.
here's what we confirmed. The orc is part of the people that are after you. Number one. Number two, the orc kind of likes Django. So,
Yeah, they
number
want the
three,
CD.
they're not willing to enact violence somehow. It does seem like they want to do it as a last resort.
Okay. Okay, so yun, sa labas, I would walk outside.
And then your spirits are there too.
Yeah. And you guys can continue the transaction.
Okay.
Wait, does Nemo have the other disc that's not the right disc?
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
you found two of them, right?
Yeah, I have the fake one. You have the complete one. I'll just leave them
yeah.
outside.
You have the fake one that just so happens to be the original one, the original Britney CD. Fake but
Yeah, the
expensive.
original,
That's
yeah.
what I'm saying.
That's the 1,000 yen worth.
Okay.
I mean, we can
But-
drink our night away with that.
But yeah, I'm leading them outside.
Imagine you
I'm-
already nakatatlong bucket na kayo ng beer or something like that. Like, So yeah, he says,
Did the other
Dude,
orc
ako nga pala si
follow
Scott.
me too?
How many
Django,
orcs are
bro.
following Django?
Did the other one follow me too?
you spot another orc that you didn't realize was there. So, you're like, oh, there's more than two of them. But this third orc is also following them from behind, about
And then
5
like-
paces away.
Django, ask them why they want to see you. What
Uh, And okay, sabi ko, we actually di pa namin na-check tong CD na to, but is there something special with it? Yeah, I mean that you guys are ready to go
You're
this
going
way.
to have to roll for.
First, I do have charisma and stuff. Persuasion.
Yeah, charisma plus persuasion,
Yeah.
opposed by my roll.
Or influence is good.
Influence, yeah, pwede rin.
Yeah, okay, charisma plus influence. So, yeah, let's do this. Roll 96 E5. Oh shit, just one? Can
Uh-oh.
I double edge or something?
You can spend edge to reroll. Although check your edge, baka nauubos ng mga edge nyo.
I still haven't one. I mean, I think the extra edge lang I
Okay.
got earlier.
I haven't
So-
used any.
So I'll just do this one. This sucks. Oh, yeah, so at least 2.
Alright. It's actually good enough. He says that, here's the thing. Magkano ba hiningi ang ino-offer sa inyo ni Mr. Johnson?
20,000 new yen.
No, don't say
Oh.
20. Don't say 20. Say it's they might buy it higher. I mean they don't know if that's the future or not.
Oh, yeah.
You could just
Sige, anong game plan nyo? How are you going to
we
spin
could-
this lie?
we could scam our way out of this.
Okay, I'm just gonna say, how much are you willing to offer?
Yeah. So,
I mean, we are open-ended with this type of things.
damn it.
You see, originally, we were also going to give it to Mr. Johnson because we were offered 20,000 new yen for it.
Oh,
Is what Scott says. Scott the orc.
Yep.
Then he says, but we looked around and it seems that more people are willing to pay even more money for this CD. So if you
Um,
want 20,000 new yen, we'll give you 30,000 new yen for it. And that's just a cut of what we're getting.
yeah. You guys are good in finding this type of things.
We have a pretty
but
good hacker, he says.
just a quick thought. What are the consequences of a Shadowrunner if he violated a certain agreement type of thing?
Well, that Mr. Johnson will no longer hire you ever. Number one. Number two, it depends on who this Mr. Johnson is working for. Were you able to ever figure out who he's working for?
No.
No.
We're new, right?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
we don't really. But I didn't want to take up all of the time like doing this research. But I guess I could have done it like in between sessions too. I don't know.
Okay.
I could look into it. We'll know for next time.
Mhm.
Hacking is boring and I didn't want to take up all the
That's
time
true, that's
doing
true.
it.
So, it could be something for later. But, you do know that 20,000 yen is already a lot of money.
Yeah, but that's only like 5 for each of us.
Okay, but like the reasoning behind it too is just like let's not
But
get
Yeah, but it,
greedy for being.
I
Well,
know.
I'm a newer, runner, right? So I didn't want to get super greedy about it first.
I know, but the thing is, I hate my family.
Yeah, but the
And
thing is,
and this-
you're
and
rich
this wasn't
too.
our
You have
fault.
money. I
I
don't.
know, and this wasn't
5,000 yen is big for me.
Yeah, and this
I'm just
wasn't
saying.
our fault. And if people were paying Shadowrunners to get this thing from our vault, I don't know, it must be worth so much. So what if I can, I don't know, just to make it more chaotic, I can involve my brother then. So parang, I got this thing.
So, here's what we know.
You wanna know?
You haven't met Mr. Johnson yet, although you know he's coming. So, you haven't really talked to him yet.
Yeah.
Now, the Sons of Sauron are telling you that we can give you 30,000 new yen for it, and that's just a 50-50 split. Implying that someone's offering 60,000 for this.
Who is?
I have an idea. Okay, so you know that thing that I did when I hacked into their comms and then I copied their stuff, like their communications, and then I kept a record of it? Okay. Is there any way I can do that in AR while and being like doing the whole like Matrix stealth ninja? Can I do that? Because they're outside now, right? So they're not paying attention.
And you do have the files.
Right
you did
there.
copy it, right?
Huh?
You have the files from your previous. Sorry. Hello.
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
I can hear you, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you were a little far from the mic.
What I was saying was.
Yeah,
you.
I do have the files from before
From
in my
before,
comm
yeah.
link somewhere.
So, given what you know of these files from before, I'm assuming you've spent at least a day or so with these files already. So
Yeah.
you know that there's some of it that are encrypted.
Okay, so I can just chill out in AR and decrypt it, right?
yeah.
Because I have a program to help with that, I think. And also, okay, cool. So these are just on my own little network, right? So, or my own physical device, so I don't.
Yeah. So you don't even have to like hack anymore. You just have to crack the decryption, the encryption.
Can I do this decryption with my device, but turn the wireless off so it's not connected to anything?
Okay.
Like just locally in my own device,
Okay.
so that nobody interrupts me.
Sure.
Also, if I'm doing this thing, can anyone?
The only
Can I?
problem that you're going to have is that if you're doing this right now, if anyone is coming for your group through the matrix, you might not sense it because you're busy hacking files. So you're going to be blind on cyberspace for a while.
Oh, son of a!
That's
If
the
they're
only
coming-
drawback that I can see.
I'm gonna call. I'm just gonna put out like a comms to everybody, and I'm saying, if you're not busy, could you make sure you have an eye out in AR in case someone comes for our meeting? Or am I the only one who has AR vision right now? I just want to check. Whoever's not busy can answer.
I can do that.
Okay.
Okay.
Not as
I
good
see.
as the Decker, but if you have
Yeah,
a comm link that is a device rating of 3 or higher.
Yeah, ren ako.
Excellent.
Okay. So
What's the plan?
The plan is I just remembered something really important that I gotta do. Yeah. Also, do I know that Pixie or Amimo is being offered more money? Is it Pixie who's being offered more money for CD?
It was Django. We can all
Django?
go there.
Yeah, you can hear it
I
because
heard
I'm
it
just
wrong.
repeating the stuff.
I just explained very quickly. Okay, so you know how I copied their communications for the last X number of time? I think there's some files in there that have some information on, where they might be selling. We can use that to negotiate a higher price with our Mr. Johnson. Do not sell anything. And then I go and I'm like
okay.
hacking or decrypting.
Okay. You will just need to make an extended cracking plus logic roll. Able to decrypt this, you need to complete a target number of 8.
Okay, I have a question.
Uh-huh.
Okay, number 1, is decrypting considered a hacking action?
Yes.
Even though it's... Okay, number 2, the bonus edge for my positive benefit, I forget what it's called. It's the one that gives me a bonus edge every logic test.
It applies.
Is it just for once per the entire extended test or once every time I roll?
Once every time you roll.
Excellent.
Note though
I'm
that
gonna learn.
the way extended rolls is
gonna
that
learn.
every time you do it, your dice pool shrinks by 1.
No, absolutely. So I'm gonna start at 11.
Okay, so make that roll, and meanwhile, what are the others doing?
What am I supposed to be looking out for?
if there's anybody coming in AR for our meeting, because I don't remember what time it is.
Okay.
In game and out of game. Okay, let's see.
Okay,
No.
for
So
Anino, what you need is to use your... Sorry. You need to use your comlink to make a data processing plus firewall check.
Wow. Okay.
So your comlink should have stats for D and F. Is this true?
Teka lang. And, I thought that was just basically going to be, I don't know.
I think this is device dependent. So
Yeah, device dependent. Okay, so I have... what am I looking for?
look for your device's data processing stat and firewall stat. Usually it's D or F in inventories.
D is 2, F is 0.
So just roll 2 dice.
Okay.
But add your logic na lang para interesting.
So 4 dice. Okay.
Meanwhile, Django, this
Yep.
this big orc is hitting on you, number 1. And number
And
2,
I
can-
he's
I
offering
can-
you money. So
I can hear everything.
1 success.
1 success.
Okay, so yeah, I'm just finish all the rules and stuff.
Hmm.
I'm thinking.
Okay. Pixie, are you going to do anything special other than listening?
While I'm listening, nagde-decide kasi ako like, since a lot of people wants it so much, I've been thinking to call Marites.
Marites is
this-
who again? One of your contacts?
Marites is, one of the contacts, the elite chismosa.
Okay.
And then I was thinking na parang if things don't go well tonight, na parang magkagulo, we're just going to escape, call Marites, have her help me set up an auction for the CD, for the mystery CD. Just to make it even
Okay.
more
What is the
chaotic.
connection score of Marites?
6. But her loyalty is 1.
Yeah.
Okay, can
Yeah,
you roll
because
her connection score and then add your charisma score? And then, hello, sana all my jowa. I don't know. Hindi naman important. It's a bonus
I
to
just-
life, not a requirement.
Oh shit! I just remembered that I have a decrypt program, so I just turned it on and it gave me extra dice. I forgot I had extra dice, so I finished it. I'm like, decrypt.
Did you make your TN8 already?
Wait.
Yeah,
With 1 roll? Wow!
dalawa. I subtracted the 1 dice.
Okay, so what happened is that it takes you 2 turns.
Okay. I'm just continuing to flirt with the guy.
Mhm.
With the earth. While everybody is doing this,
I got 5.
I'm
So,
just gonna say
Wait, it's connection plus charisma.
Your charisma plus her connection.
her connection.
My charisma. Oh, mine is 7, and then connection. Yeah, 13. I got
So-
5.
5 hits.
Yes.
I'm just gonna say, pag may kasamang extra yung CD, how much would it cost? Are you willing to shell out? And I'm
Are you
just gonna-
saying you're worth more than 30?
I'm just gonna touch his shoulder type of thing. trying
Alright,
sometime.
that sounds like a charisma plus persuasion roll.
Or influence.
Or influence. Yeah, sure.
By the way, I'm just telepathically telling my spirits to materialize now.
Django,
Just stay
Django is
over-
just like,
Above me.
guys,
Shut
come on,
up!
I'm scared.
Send help!
3.
This
Three,
is so
three.
funny.
I have 3.
What was the orc's name again? Scott? Did I say Scott?
Scott, yeah, Scott.
You're the most mundane name ever. It's just Scott.
Or
Scott the orc is actually giving you that gentle vibes. So
It does,
you're like,
it does.
Yo,
Yeah, I
Fuck,
mean,
fuck the
how much
binary.
extra are you willing to shell
This is
for
Cork.
something?
So okay, what did you get? Oh, sorry, I didn't catch that. Can you repeat that? 3. Is this to persuade them? Yeah,
Buy
yeah.
time,
Okay.
buy time. For the
And then
cracking, and
your
maybe
air
Mr.
elementals
Johnson.
also manifest now, so which
Yeah.
means they can be seen.
Do and some services when I tell them
Hmm?
for emergency purposes type of thing.
Yeah, yeah, sure.
Okay, so yeah, what's his answer type? But I'm just writing something like that.
You know what? He says out of his personal money, he's willing to give you an extra 2,000 new yen for this.
Dude. And then I could hear him like, dude, that's too low. 2,000? What's he gonna do to your butt? For 2,000.
I missed something. Why are we talking about butts? All of a sudden.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Baka kasi mawarak daw siya or something.
And
What the
do you have the? Is it digital? The money is digital
Yeah,
right
yeah,
now.
it's just gonna be like a
How
credit
can
stick
we
transfer.
do kaliwaan type of thing? In this day and age.
I suppose you can do that, but you know,
Isn't
I
there,
don't
like,
think he's
an
asking for
app
money
that's-
right now. I mean, he doesn't have the money yet. He's just saying that he's going to get money from this transaction if you give them the
You
CD.
don't have the money yet, and you want me to give you the CD. Let's. Oh,
Well,
I think
if
I have
you
to go
want,
back in.
if you want, you can accompany us to meet our Mr. Johnson.
No, I think I have.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Renegade, you cracked it,
Then
I
right?
have to go
Basically-
back inside.
Basically, the equivalent of 2 turns later, you guys hear, "Holy shit, I got it!" in the comms.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got it, right?
Yeah,
You decrypted it.
I got it.
There, Mr. Johnson is working for Saeder-Krupp.
Four?
Do I have any numbers? Like, what are they angling for?
100.
Come on, do we see
100.
numbers here?
100.
Okay.
100,000 new
I'm
yen.
like, I got it, guys. We have negotiating power.
That's weird money. That's like a lot. Like that's
Okay,
5
just-
cars.
For a CD.
Yeah. For a CD.
And
I'm like,
I'm really
but
looking to
they-
make this even more chaotic and publicize.
no.
this shit.
Listen,
Like, you want
listen.
the CD?
Your Mr. Johnson shows up, the dwarf.
Oh,
Wait,
Not now, Pixie. I just pay dirt. Let's go.
wait,
Would you
Okay,
like to
wait.
meet our Mr. Johnson?
wait,
The
wait.
the Mr. Johnson.
Do you want to see my Johnson?
okay.
Damn it, Django.
This got fun.
Shit. Okay, so wait. Did I finish in time to see Mr. Johnson in AR?
Hmm?
Did I finish in time to see Mr. Johnson in AR, like as he comes, or I don't notice?
Okay, so here's the thing. You don't notice, but Anino does notice 1 turn in advance that
Hey, yeah.
your Mr. Johnson is arriving. You
So I
haven't
type up.
concluded your business with Scott, so
Yeah, we haven't. But I am trying to give him a cold shoulder now. He doesn't have the money.
Yeah, it doesn't have the
Yeah,
But
I
I
am
mean-
just gonna say you don't have any leverage right now
Yeah.
aside from beating me out, and
I
I'm
could
pretty
still
much
do
sure you
that, you
don't
know.
They
Andito
can't
na
have
ata yung Mr. Johnson natin.
Oh, okay. They can't have the money yet kasi wala pa silang tina-turn over the CD. So,
Yeah.
we can
I-
just talk to Mr. Johnson or, you know, like, we can just...
I-
Just gonna say you don't have any leverage, and I'm just gonna try to walk back to
I
the Mirage since we're
can-
outside.
I send
We can just bring up all the Mr. Johnsons there is and ask them how much they're gonna offer for the CD. And then
Pixie. Pixie, and then I send the files that I decrypted, and the subject title is "Your job is to negotiate. Here is the information," and I just
No, I
push
think
it to her.
Yeah, I'm
yeah,
going. I'm
Negotiate
just
now.
for it.
Is he here?
Yeah, the dwarf should be there.
Nemo saw him.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
So yeah, he actually just your Mr. Johnson spots you and sits on your table as if he owns that table, and he says, "Do you have the package?"
Actually, it's not with me. Let me go and get it for you. And then I asked like, Amino, can you um get Django here?
Yeah, what happens when I walk away from the orcs, by the way?
Yeah. So
The orcs will probably try to attack you. There's two of them.
Okay.
Sige. So, I go and
yeah,
fetch Django.
we need help for Django.
Sige.
I'll actually
Let's just wait.
gonna ask one of the what you call it
Spirits.
spirits to cast concealment on me once I walk away.
Okay. So can you roll for their spell? Effectively, I think it's
so
just
that's
force times
5.
two.
It's 10. That
Um,
should be 10. I think.
Jen, just roll 10
Or
dice.
10 dice.
While you're doing that, Anino is on his way out to you also. And
Okay.
meanwhile, Mr. Johnson is like, "You don't have it on you. Are you having second thoughts?"
I thing is, Mr. Johnson, this was in my family's fault, and
Yes, you knew that going in.
yeah, I did, but I didn't really get to ask you what's in the CD.
It's classified.
Then why do you want it?
There is information there that could be very expensive.
Okay, because
Worth
Mr.
20,000
Johnson,
new yen for your trouble. I have it right now on me if you want me to
I
exchange it.
know, I know. At first, I only accepted the job because it was to, just to bring chaos to my family's company.
Sorry, Carl, medyo mahina ka.
It was just to bring chaos to my family's company, but I realized with all the trouble that we had, I don't think the CD is only worth 20,000 yen.
Ah, I see. You have been around the Matrix, so you might have seen some of the more crazy offers for it. I can tell you that some of those offers are whack. No one has that kind of money. But given that, I am willing to raise my price to 30,000 new yen.
In the comms, you hear Renegade say, "Tell them about Saeder-Krupp. If it's their competition, they're not gonna like hearing about it."
Okay, then why does Saeder-Krupp want this?
His eyes kind of darken upon you mentioning Saeder-Krupp. And then he says, "We cannot offer you Saeder-Krupp money. That is true. But if you give it to me with the extra 10,000 new yen, make that 15 for a total of 35. You would not only be earning more than what you thought you would earn today, you would also be helping the country."
The thing is, Mr. Johnson, I don't know how I'd be helping. I mean, I really like the idea of being a Robin Hood or something, but I don't know how I'd be helping the country if I don't even know what's inside this.
How about this? you've heard of how you probably know you are older than you look, he says. So you probably know of all the troubles that the country has been having, I assume. Now, if you give this to Saeder-Krupp, you are going to be empowering that company to make further moves against us that will negate whatever gains we've had against foreign powers. Saeder-Krupp wants this money so that they can control this. Saeder-Krupp wants this information so that they can control this country. We want this information so that we can free this country.
Okay, but who are you working for?
He says,
How do I make sure that you are going to use this for the betterment of the country? And then I feel like inside I'm like shaking. I'm like, where's everyone else?
okay, you're going to have to roll now.
Okay.
Charisma plus influence.
I mean, like, Renegade is in at the bar, just not at the table. We kind of left. Great. I let Pixie negotiate alone. Holy crap.
I'm going to
I'm
search
I'm
Jumbo.
on the.
It's like,
and you know what? Let's do
if
this one
she's-
by one.
If she's
Renegade, what are
at
you
the
doing?
table, I'm at the bar. So I'm like close enough, but not at the table.
charisma plus what?
Influence.
Where do I find info?
It's a skill. Is it a skill?
Oh yeah, there. Found it. 6.
I know what I'm doing in between sessions.
Dear Lord.
Ah,
Got 4.
4.
Yes.
4 is pretty high. I can tell you who I'm not working for. I'm not working for Loftware, he says. Which is who will get that information if you sell it to Saeder-Krupp.
what do I know about Loftware?
He's pretty well known. He's
I'm
a
sure I
dragon.
can hear this.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay.
What does Anne know about Lost
Yeah,
And
like
it actually clicks
you
on you
know-
now. It's like 100 new yen is a lot of money, but to a dragon, that's nothing.
yeah.
Or to a dragon, that's Tuesday.
Okay. Mm. And then in the comms you hear we definitely don't want to give money to a dragon.
Well, you're not giving money to a dragon. You're giving information to a dragon.
We definitely don't want to give the information to a dragon.
So Pixie is old enough to know that Saeder-Krupp's well known for being a mega corporation that has a dragon for a CEO.
Like a dragon?
Like dragon, yeah. The dragon showed up around when. Remember when the Mayans were supposed to have predicted to end the world in 2012?
Well, yeah.
Instead of that happening, dragons showed up,
Oh shit! Yeah. Okay.
And they
They're like wormlings?
no,
in the lore.
it looks like they were old dragons that woke up from a long slumber, or at least that's how they. This is history, so everyone probably knows this, or at least passably. They claim to have always been here, and they were just sleeping during the fifth age, the fifth world, and now that we're in the sixth world, they say that now they're awake again, and they have proceeded basically to. It depends on the dragon. At least one dragon was president of the United States.
It's like the reptilian theory.
Another dragon, yeah, is the CEO of Saeder-Krupp. And the thing about them is that they still love money, but they understand that the money of the sixth world is in banks and in crypto coin and in new yen. So they instead ended up ruling banks and ruling corporations and stuff like that. There's not a
Some
lot of them. There's
stuff.
probably only 10 dragons so far that have announced themselves to the world.
Oh. There are 10 known dragons.
Yeah.
And one of them runs Saeder-Krupp.
And
Great.
there's a saying that never trust a dragon type
Yeah.
of thing, right?
Mhm.
I think.
Maybe
And then
if we get all the balls, we can get the wish. And then none of them like get sick because I'm like, oh god, I am old.
And you hear in your comms, what the fuck, Pixie?
Anino, you were saying something that you wanted to
I
do?
was on the way to pick up Django, but did he just disappear?
It
Yeah.
seems like it.
What happened to the orcs? Are they like
The orcs
So I
are
just
like
do the
looking
chant
for
of
him.
what-
So, like Scott's like, Nasa ka na, Django? Mahanap ka rin namin! Ah! Something like that.
So he goes to Scott and is like, Ghoster!
yeah? Oh my
Full
god, that's
of
funny. Oh my god, hold on. I have to.
Alright, so while we're waiting for Renegade to return, you are also like currently Pixie is currently 1-on-1 with Mr. Johnson. So
Yeah.
now he is offering you 35 for it, but you're also getting the vibe that that's the best he can do because now he's talking about nationalism and shit like that. If you're
So
into it.
when it comes to government people, they don't have monies also as big as the corporation type of thing.
Yeah.
Okay,
If
Like,
he's
let's-
working for the government, this is probably the best he can do. 35.
Yeah, I know, right?
wait. Okay, so what happened? Let's
recap.
seal this deal.
Recapping is now they're now thinking that maybe this person is working for the Philippine government.
Yeah, that's why that's the most
The
that he
Johnson,
can.
yeah.
That's the most he
okay.
can offer
Because it looks
No,
like
let's-
even though he wants to offer more than 35, that's the best he can do.
without Kowa being in their ass.
Okay, I'm gonna.
But the thing is, if he's working for the government, then the government would have, budget for things. 'Cause back in 2020, they were missing 67 billion funds. And it's
But
2018, so it's like 60 years ago. Years ago, they were like, they have budget.
Can we just finish this transaction? I'm getting a headache from too much.
Well, I think the main reason we're not finishing
Simulation.
the transaction is that the group has not agreed on what to do.
Yeah.
There are several
Yeah.
options here.
no,
You could-
I'm saying it like in the comms. Like, can
right.
we finish this? I'm role playing. I'm also
Sorry.
stressed a little
misunderstood.
bit.
But I wanna. What do you guys think? Where's Django?
Django is
Where's Django?
invisible, but you can still communicate.
I
via
cannot
comms.
make a sound. I
Oh,
cannot
you
make a
cannot
sound.
make a sound. Okay.
I think in concealment cannot make a sound. I think.
Okay.
Currently, Django just sounds like you know that sound when someone's talking to you on a phone while they're in front of
we hear
the
him
electric
breathe?
fan.
Or while they're on
we
a
hear him
motorcycle,
breathing? Can we hear him breathing?
Well, you hope that's not him breathing because that's too loud.
Oh shit. All right.
Okay. Because I know we want money.
Okay, from where I am sitting, can I judge the intent? Can I roll a judge intentions to see what's up with this guy? Could I get a vibe check
On the Johnson.
on the Johnson? Yeah.
All right. This is TN5. Johnsons are hard to read. That's their.
Yeah,
That's
no,
their
that's
shtick,
fair.
So.
Hold on.
But yes, you can
What's
roll an intuition
a vibe
plus.
check? It's intuition plus will. I think it is.
Yeah, sure.
It's intuition plus will. Okay. It's fine. Let me see what happens. Watch me roll like a badass. Probably not. We'll see.
What's happening?
It could happen.
Django's Johnson is a different business.
Oh no! Holy shit! That's
that a
eight-
bad roll?
That's six. That's 6 hits.
6 hits. Okay, what are you trying to figure out again?
I just want to get like a vibe check. Like I want to understand. Like I just what I can kind of.
All right, you're getting the sense that
I'm
he's
trying to
desperate.
read. I'm trying to read this guy.
You're getting
Yeah.
the sense that he's desperate, that he needs this, like his life depended on it.
Okay.
Can I chime in?
Yeah. Go ahead. I'm just.
Sure. Anina's input on this is we I think we negotiated up from the initial, and I don't think and going back on our word would probably give us a good reputation as a
Yeah.
running group.
That's true.
Let's.
So
I have a feeling that. I have a feeling that the best the best course of action is to seal the deal here. We form a good relationship with this guy. We do jobs for him. We will get a consistent work, and then we'll earn money. We can save up. This is the way we do it. We do it honest. We don't get greedy. And
by the way,
I kind of get the sense that he's desperate and really wants to seal this deal. Let's
I
take
By the way,
know.
35.
He is. He
Pixie,
is desperate. Yeah.
I think the question that you want to ask is how will this information screw up your brother? Because it's in the CD. Maybe
It's not
you
really
can
that.
answer it
It's not really
if
that
that's your goal.
because like the reason why I hate my family is because they look down on people, right? And so like when Mr. Johnson said that it's going to help the country, especially the masses,
Oh, then it
it's like
shouldn't be a no-brainer for
I
you.
know, but the thing is, he won't share what kind of information there is in it. And for me, if you want to have like the people, that kind of information should be public.
Anina chimes in and says personal experiences that sometimes things need to be hidden.
Listen,
Yeah, if they
we're
want it
Like
public, they would.
What you
you
do
really
know
wanna.
is that one thing that I could offer also that you may have forgotten is that you do have a DVD player, so you can figure out what's
Yeah.
in this DVD. If you can buy off even just a
Yeah,
day.
maybe we can like get some time first.
But
well,
also, yeah, Mr. Johnson is desperate to get this. You're not sure if he's desperate to get this now.
I'm
You
going.
haven't figured it.
He could like get violent with us. Is that?
No, I mean maybe
Hold
you
I
can
have an idea.
copy it. Renegade can make a copy of it.
Okay, but if, it's going to take me some time. So if I feel like we can use the desperation that I'm sensing in our favor.
Yeah. If they really
So
want
hear
it,
me out.
I
We
mean,
we make a deal for 30 instead of 35. We cut the price, and then we say give us a day to figure out what's on it.
no, we can't tell them that.
No,
I don't think.
Because
I
don't
mean
think we
there's
should
a
tell
reason
them.
why they don't want us to know the.
Yeah.
It's
Then
We
you're
can
probably
gonna ask the
we
person.
can just tell them that give us a date so that we can figure out
Or
what's in it because
or
they don't want to tell us in the first place.
that's fair.
Or maybe negotiate that whatever's in there, if they're gonna act on it, hire us or type of thing.
Well, no.
Yeah.
Here's the thing, right? If we curry good favor, they'll look to us to help them more often.
No, that would be part of the deal.
Okay, so what do
That
we?
whatever they're gonna do
I
with the
can
information and the CD,
yeah.
Okay,
We
we'll
can
be
just
the
like
one who's executing or something. So we
I'm
have an
going
idea what's in there.
I could just like to meet us again here the next day, same time.
and what we're,
Then
we're
we come up with a decision, and then we use that time to like figure out what's on the CD.
Counterpoint. Can I make a counterpoint? We do know somebody that has an idea what's on that CD as well, that we could mess up and not get our Mr. Johnson angry.
Yeah, maybe we can get the CD. We figure out what's on the CD after.
No, I mean, if you're just curious on what's inside, if you just want to know what's inside, and not necessarily see what's inside, because here's my take on this. If do you really want to know what's inside? Because
I want
it
to know
might
what's
not be good.
inside because
I
for me that's
really
going
care.
to that's going to
I really
dictate,
don't care.
for me.
I-
That's going to dictate
The same for me. I
your
want to know what's
real
inside.
value. And
There's a
why does
reason I was
companies
assigned.
want it? It's the lore. Charot.
Okay.
Does the companies
So
want it?
yeah, but to continue Anino's point, I think Anino has an interesting point here.
Yeah, because here's the thing. Okay, so we don't want to piss off our own Mr. Johnson. Mr. Johnson needs the disc now. We give it to
This,
him. We won't know what the disc contains. Well, at least we think we don't know what the disc contains. But there's another group that we can bother, and we have proven that we can knock their heads around, and they could probably tell us what's on the CD.
Oh, you want to fuck around with the Sons of Sauron?
Yeah. I mean, they know what it is, and we kind of know what they can do. So
Okay, you know what? I like your idea,
That's
dude.
good too. Yeah.
Listen,
let's just give the CD. Figure out what's inside thereafter.
guys. You know what I realized.
I have a question for BJ.
Sure.
If we give the CD that Django has, I mean, they wouldn't have.
They will
They'll
know
find out.
eventually.
I
They
know,
won't. They
they
won't
will
know right
know.
now,
I know.
But
But
they
I-
will know after.
but they will know
Yeah.
once they actually copy the CD.
how fast can you copy the CD?
So what's gonna happen?
Well, you need a
We will
DVD
never get a
player.
job again.
From
Which
that
is in
Mr.
Malate.
Johnson. Yeah, from that Mr. Johnson. He's not the only Mr. Johnson around.
But yeah, I mean, let's give the CD. Let's figure out how to find information. I'm pretty much sure we do have some contacts aside from them also.
Wait, so
Question.
we're gonna give it now? Don't we wanna
Yeah.
copy it?
I mean,
Question.
You can't
Renegade,
quite
how fast
copy it
can
right
you
now
copy
because
the
you
CD?
left your DVD player in Malate. I
It's
was
in
actually
Malate.
wondering why you
Yeah,
did that.
no, I can't. I couldn't carry it around, and I don't have the tech on me to do it. Theoretically, do I know how fast it would take once I have the tech? It would take
30
like
seconds.
what? Okay.
30 seconds?
The only problem is that it's too
Well,
far
maybe
away
2
to
minutes.
get.
But 30 seconds if you incorporate new tech into the old tech.
Django, can you slip a knife into Mr. Johnson's bag?
is a knife?
Yeah.
No, I cannot go inside with magic. I remember.
No, I mean, can you drop it in? Can you just sneak it in? Is that something that you can do?
A knife?
Yeah.
Once he's
Maybe
on the way
Pixie
out.
can.
What? Why? What?
All right. So if you really just want to get a copy of the disc, here's what we can do. So it'll take Renegade 30 seconds, right? Where's the DVD player?
Assuming you have the DVD.
Malate.
But the DVD
Malate.
player is in Malate. So that's the
Okay.
problem.
How far are we from Malate?
BJC.
3 hours?
3 hours.
Quite
Do you
a bit.
think they'll figure it out within 3 hours or 4 hours if they have the wrong CD? Because I can go fetch the DVD player. You can copy it. Okay, so basically my plan is Django gives them the wrong CD. We make a copy of the CD,
You swap it
and
somewhere in the middle.
then we swap it, or we chase them down and tell them, sorry, we gave you the wrong thing. So out of the kindness of our hearts, here's your CD. The reason I'm asking if you can slip a knife in there is because my knife has a GPS tracker.
Oh.
No, I can't. I don't have those type of skills.
You are currently invisible though, right?
Yeah. Do you want to just do that?
We
Okay.
can do that.
But only
but,
if you
like,
want. Yeah.
Only if you want, yeah. I mean, that's an option. Or the other option is we can bother the Sons of Sauron and see if they have information, but it will be secondhand information.
Yeah, it will
Okay.
be second hand. I think let's figure out. I mean,
Wait,
I just want to.
Anne, didn't you find out who their Mr. Johnson was?
Yeah,
Yeah, they do,
Saeder-Krupp.
Like,
Listen, it is so
we could
easy
save
to
us
get.
time. We could just like go there.
No,
They're
but here,
Victordons.
you want to sell out to the corporations? I'm not comfortable with that
No.
idea.
No, I mean
No.
we can ask them.
I
Why
just
they want it.
just quick one. We will be giving the CD to this guy, right? We don't know if today or tomorrow. That's the
Yeah, yeah,
one
yeah.
of the decision they have. We will give it to him. We
I
don't
think
know
so,
today
yeah,
or
right?
tomorrow.
Everyone's agreed
It's
on
that-
that, right? That's my read.
Yeah.
Me
And
personally,
I think Renegade
me,
isn't quite
I
into
want
it.
to just give it.
The
I just want to give it.
logic-based person here. I am very stressed out in character and out of character right now.
No, it's because
Also, it is so easy to get information from the Sons of Sauron's network. It's literally open season for me. If they have information on that CD, I can find it. I can copy it,
Well,
and no one will know.
my only counter argument for that is the word if.
if
If
If they know.
yeah, that's why. I mean,
There's also-
here's the thing.
here's another thing. Sorry. Last point from Manina. There's also the possibility that knowing what's inside the CD is painting a target on our foreheads.
yeah, that's worse than a target on our backs, actually. So I don't like that.
And Pixie's just like, I'm old.
I'm not.
Okay.
I'm
I'm
old. Like,
not.
Listen,
If
I've
it's my
been
time,
through.
it's my time.
yeah.
I've been through some shit.
I've
that
been
people my age haven't gone
24
through.
year old for over 60 years.
Here's the thing. I think we can do it as a group to find out what's in that CD. But it's better that we fulfill this.
Yeah.
Yeah. We can find it out. We do have contacts. We can ask your brother.
Yeah, I
You
can
can
put
ask
Actually,
down
yeah,
on
your
bro.
Nathan.
What's in the
Sauron.
CD?
LJ is
Ah,
on my
yeah.
contacts.
Yeah, I mean, we will come up with an idea how to figure out what's in the CD. Maybe we can find it in the news tomorrow.
Yeah.
But our reputation, at least our reputation, will stay intact in this one. I really need to
I was thinking
continue doing this job.
my other contacts
Type
is
of thing.
Sparky and Sushi.
You
Congratulations.
don't have anything left?
But
I-
contacts,
Yeah.
I only have like one.
All right, let's make
I don't
a
like
decision.
contacts.
Are you number one? Are you going to give the CD
For
to
me,
Mr.
I'm gonna
Johnson?
say sell the CD now.
Yeah. Let's finish
Manina
this
says-
transaction.
Sell the
the CD.
CD
Number
and
two,
walk
are
away.
you going to give him the real CD?
No.
Yeah.
Real.
Yes. You're,
Yeah,
yes.
let's give the real. Yeah, we'll figure out what's in the CD after.
Yes.
Or not.
So
It's
yeah,
safer.
I think that you need to agree on as a group. Are you going to give
Yeah.
him the real CD
The
or the
real
fake
CD?
CD? The fake CD
You
will
give the
buy you
real.
maybe 6 hours.
But if you want the fake CD, we can say that we don't have any idea
Yeah, I mean, he didn't
what you
really
said
say
is really
which
big.
CD it was, and there were a lot of
We got
CDs
confused.
there. So we could just
You
like,
got
give him the
confused,
fake
so
CD.
it stands to reason
Yeah.
that the Johnson
Then
can also
let's
be
check
confused.
again the CD case type of thing. We can say that if this is not the CD.
Okay. So
The only drawback there is that exposes you to them thinking that maybe you lied.
I don't like that. We need to be building trust.
no, just
No,
give
I
him
mean
the fake,
it's just an honest mistake.
give him the
Yeah,
fake
but
CD.
makes us look incompetent kasi. Yun yung problem.
I
think that's already the
don't want-
problem with...
Oh, come on, guys. I was leaning towards just give the CD for us to be to look competent right now
Please.
and figure
that's
out
what
what's
I
in the
want.
CD
Okay,
and
so
whatever
after all of this discussion,
consequences.
to conclude this session, we're going to do it this way, right? Because ultimately, it is Pixie who has the real CD,
I
and
know.
it is Django who has the fake CD. And if Pixie agrees to it right now, Pixie can give the real CD. But if Pixie wants to give the fake CD, he has to tell Mr. Johnson that I need Django to give it to you,
Yeah.
right?
I have a feeling I know how
But,
this is gonna go.
I'm all
But what do
for
you guys
just giving
want?
it right now.
Do you want?
I
I'm
have
gonna
already
find
made
a
my
way
case.
to find whatever information is in that CD on our next run.
I think the easiest for you right now, distilling what you've all discussed, is it's easiest to just give them the real CD. You probably
you have
will.
a professional hacker here who can figure stuff out too. Like, just because we give the CD up doesn't mean we can't find out what the deal is about the CD.
Okay.
Alright, hypothetical. Let's say the CD has something very important like who killed Ninoy Aquino for real.
Conspiracy.
No, let's just say it's that level of information that you got there on that CD.
Okay.
What the heck are you going to do with that information?
Yeah, that doesn't make sense, right? So
Yeah,
give
it
it to
only stands to
people.
reason
What
that
will
the
you do
information there
personally?
is
But the
actionable.
thing is, if he was saying it's gonna help the country,
Exactly.
how is that information gonna help the country?
Alright, let's just say that the
It's
CD
like,
has...
Gonna be like he's trying to like, what are we doing here?
Yeah. I mean,
Bakit
let's
tayo
say the CD...
naglalawan?
Yeah, well, let's say the CD has the formula for regrowing rice. Okay, so what the heck are you going to do with that information?
You're eventually going to have to sell it again anyway, right?
Yeah.
I mean, you won't even be able to sell it because you just know. That's it. Unless you're going to be copying it, and if you copy it, again, that puts a target on their backs. There's a reason people are killing for this. There's a reason I've been shedding blood for this, I think, at least.
Oh yeah, you're the only one who shed blood, by the way. We're very
You
sorry
have that
about it.
scratch from bullet marks.
Yeah. And I think I'll be able to sleep at night better not knowing what's inside. Because I have, character-wise, I still have 30 years to live in order
Yeah,
to,
but for
to-
me,
Us humans are not gonna survive
Yes,
that
sir.
I
long.
don't even know how long I still have, but I think it's still pretty long.
Ever since
No, I-
elves started showing up on the human genome again, no one's died naturally.
I like. Okay.
no, my character has at
But-
least needs to
but,
at
okay,
least live
okay,
for the next
okay.
30 years.
Okay.
You probably have less because you're a street samurai.
Okay.
That's
Yeah,
why.
just give-
That's why I'm worried.
I'm listening, guys.
just give
I'm
the
listening.
CD.
Okay, so give the real CD.
Okay.
Is everyone
I'll
agreed?
I'll give the real CD, but is it okay if I negotiate the price up to 40?
To 40.
Go for it.
Okay, try a TN5 influence plus charisma check.
Go, Icarus. Go.
Yeah, the same D13, 13D6
Ah,
that you have earlier.
Yeah, it's 13d6 and you have to make 5 hits.
Excuse me.
And
I
if you
need
make the 5
5?
hits,
Make sure you put T5 at the end of it so it counts your hits.
What happened? Fuck,
it's
one?
It's one.
Ano, Icarus.
sometimes that just happens that way. So here's the thing though. He would like to give you more money if he could. But he's
But the
saying
highest he could
he's
give
already
is
cashing out
35.
15 of his own money for this as it is.
Okay. Yeah, 35 is.
So alright, he gives you a crit stick. He takes out his sin and he actually flashes it and then he pokes another 15,000 from his sin and the legit money transfers into the untraceable crit stick. And he gives you the crit stick. You take it up, you match it to your crit stick and it's confirmed to have 35,000 new yen in it.
And then I just pull out the thing. Here. And it's covered in the brief.
It's like it's in a brief and it's slimy.
Oh, I know it's weird. Long story how we
If-
retrieve the CD.
Something
If
about
you know what
something
we've
about
been
green
through just to
okra.
get those CDs.
But as someone who knew how CD worked, I tried my best to keep it safe and scratch free.
I had to
Tried
beat off
do-
several orcs to get that.
That doesn't
So
sound.
But that's not why it's slimy though.
So okay, so that's well bargained and done, and he leaves. And I think currently the other Sons of Sauron, they're dangerous, but also kind of incompetent, especially without their leader, which you haven't seen today for some reason.
Was it the girl?
Yeah,
Holy fucking shit. Are you-
she's up to
No.
something because you haven't seen her.
No. If this turns out that Mr. Johnson was the lady, I'm going to lose my shit.
That takes some work though, because this Mr. Johnson is a dwarf, and the orc lady was a bit of a tall one, kind
Yeah,
of.
but still.
But it's possible with magic.
They can shapeshift.
Yeah, yeah.
I will get mad.
Okay, so yeah, I think we figured it
Yeah,
out.
very
And
fast.
if you guys want to know the information that one weekend,
Okay.
we have,
So you are now
Ways.
35,000 new yen richer.
Okay,
The,
so
which
the-
is not divisible by 4, by the
I
way.
know.
We should have
So what's
put
going to
36.
happen? What's
it
going
is,
to happen
actually.
since
Oh yeah, it is.
any
no, I
number.
don't want to divide it.
1,000.
I don't want to divide it by 4 though, because most of you guys are doing physical work, and I'm just like the negotiator part. So you get 10 each, and I get 5.
Well, I mean, I don't. I mean,
Okay, I'm good.
yeah. Okay, cool.
I mean, you're
Yeah.
the rich kid. It's okay.
Yeah, I mean, I'm like
You're the
I'm-
1%.
yeah, I'm doing this for fun, guys.
I hate you.
All right. So,
I do this
I
for
give you
fun.
guys 10.
No,
Yeah.
fine.
so you
Have a dependent.
where do you like coalesce, so to speak? Where do you go to like divide this new yen and do the things? Are you going back to Renegade's apartment, or
I
are you
think we
going
should
back
go
to
back
someone
to
else's
Renegade.
place, or
I'm gonna.
or
I
are you
don't know what
divvying
kind
it
of
up all here in
equipment.
the Mirage?
No,
No,
we'll go back.
I'm still in. Yeah.
I think we can do a credit transfer here in the Mirage, and I just need to make sure everybody gets home safely. Because from what I understand, the trolls are still here, right?
Yeah, yeah. The Sons
So
of
we'll do
Sauron
that.
are still here, which do include some trolls, from what you've heard.
Yeah. The orcs and the trolls are here, right? So
Those
we can do
fuckers.
cred sticks. Did you guys get cred sticks, by the way?
I
Yeah.
have cred sticks.
There's
Let's
a
just do it.
amount limit for cred sticks, by the way.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me see. Like,
Which is
I think if you
well
have a
below
gold one, you
this.
should be fine,
Yeah.
Okay.
or even a silver one.
Mhm.
what's my cred stick?
Oh, I don't have one of those. I don't have any of those in
Oh, I
my
have gold.
inventory. Son of
Yay.
I knew I forgot something. Shit.
And how much do I owe Anino? Anino, you still haven't told me how much.
Just
Oh, sure.
Remember,
extra
remember that you
1K?
spent 200
1K.
per head on.
I already I already subtracted it earlier.
Okay.
And then I owe you 1K for all the
Equipment.
equipment,
Overhead.
including
delivery.
the gas. Okay, I minus that too.
Okay.
So I have.
You're right. Because we've worked together in the past, I tell and you know, see, I told you this would pay.
Yeah. That's what's important. So how much am I getting?
You're getting 11.
11. What's 25% of 11?
That's 2,500 plus 200, 2,700.
2007. Okay. So 2,700 goes somewhere else for me.
Okay.
Okay, wait, hold on. So, hold on.
You get dependents.
Oh, okay, hold on. Let me just write that down. Good lord, what is happening? 10,000. Almost.
Pixie, your legit your comlink is ringing. It's your brother.
Holy shit.
He hasn't called you in years.
I like take it easy.
Hey.
What's up, LJ?
Sis. Wait, what's a good characterization for your brother?
He's like I
Too
imagine
far,
him. No, not really. I imagine him as like someone who's trying to be like yung sobrang mature na parang dad. Gano'n.
All right,
Yeah.
Oh, Pixie.
Pixie.
Jollibee. Jollibee baka mo.
Pixie,
Yeah.
I've heard something.
Mm-hmm.
I've heard something from Miss Arevalo. Is it true that you took out CDs from our vault?
Yes. And
Can I have them
no.
back? It's very important.
Why do you want my Britney CDs? Those are mine.
I I edited crucial information into one of them. And it's the only way to get that information because I don't want it in the matrix where anyone could find them.
Oops.
What? Why do you? What's
Did it
in it?
again.
What's in it? I mean, you just call me now. After
Look, it's
What?
our family's legacy, okay?
I know. Fuck family.
It's our family's legacy. It's very important that we are the caretakers of Project Bakunawa. And then we will end there.
It's the formula for rice.
So we will go to our outro. Is there anyone? Is there anything that anyone wants to promote?
Uh,
I'm
So-
laughing at our chat.
starting next month, September 21st, I will be streaming D&D
Nice.
on my own channel. So follow at the Bard Network for more updates on Twitter for that. But I am working towards streaming my own TTRPGs, so that's my main thing right now, my main project.
Hey,
Okay. Okay.
Cool.
Anyone else?
I'm just still. I haven't done new music for my SoundCloud, but please do register to vote. We only have a month and a week left.
Yeah, and Comelec doesn't want to extend, even though we're in a pandemic and we're locked inside our houses.
So
But
please,
if you can
please,
find a way,
please
yes. Find a way
register
to vote, please.
anyone
Yes.
else?
Yeah, I do. I'm trying to start a channel about hacking and stuff. So just follow me in Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. Hackista, that's with the number 1 in its name.
You can probably type it on the chat because our chat currently shows up also on the stream.
It's at
So-
Hackista.
If you want to have
Yep.
them so if you want
Oh,
them
I
to be
can
easily
listen.
able to see your URL.
But yeah, that's Hackista with the number 1 in its name. So practical hacking, just for example, if a girl always seems like doesn't see the message that you have, what can you do in order for her to know that he's actually reading it and just unreading it type of thing?
You
So
can
those
do
type
that?
of hack.
You
Of
can do that?
course.
God,
That's why-
Could have ignored a lot of people, but I didn't know.
But
Make it
yeah,
look like it was
those type
unread.
of things.
All right,
Like practical hacking.
Carlos, do you have anything for you?
Nothing yet, no new stuff. But if you want to check out my miniature painting page, that's Moonpatch Painting on Facebook, and my Dungeons and Dragons inspired comics in the Kobold DM. See you there.
Okay, as for me, go to hitpointpress.com/the Islands of Sinauna. I think there's a dash in between, but just you could go to Hit Point Press and just look for the Islands of Sinauna because the book is now out.
Yes, the book looks awesome.
This is our lead writer, by the way, Mackenzie. So I'm just using their their picture, if only because it's currently only in the US, but it's going to be start delivering by next week.
That's so exciting! Mackenzie!
And it's a super thick book. We worked really hard with this, and this particular product, I remember writing a lot for it also. A lot of words were spent.
Yay, Mackenzie!
So check it out, the Islands of Sinauna, and basically register to vote. And
Yes.
check out everyone else's links
Social
for
media.
today. With that in mind,
Yes.
I am streaming Humankind right now on Twitch. I don't have a regular schedule. It's whenever I can squeeze out like an hour and a half. Currently, we are playing as the Phoenicians, although we're going to gradually transition to a Southeast Asian empire that is using the seas. Should be fun to watch. And with that said, thank you for coming. Dugot na Gita will return in 2 weeks, and Sina
Yes.
Una with our current guest, Dini Grayson, will be returning next week. So with that in mind, we are going to spend our karma offline. So goodbye, everyone.
See See you. See you. Thank you.